Gaming Morning Show.
Ah, the sounds of morning.
Early in the morning,
Birds singing.
gotta feed the donkey.
The sun peeking above the
When you
horizon.
feed the donkey,
The gentle nudge from your morning alarm clock.
this is what he says.
A subtle reminder that today is a new day. A new day for you to watch Gaming Morning Show. The show where you'll find science lessons.
Says when I bake bread, I give thousands of yeast organisms false hope by feeding them sugar before ruthlessly cooking them to death in an oven and eating their corpses.
Wow.
I thought you think about bread a whole new way.
I thought you were about to say orgasms for a second there. Did either of you ever have that happen when you were in like biology class and you're reading
Have
the
an orgasm?
text?
I've never orgasmed during
The biology text doesn't do that for you? It's like, oh yeah.
Great deals.
computers and accessories
Wait,
special bundle.
Mike, they got the super chroma color in. Did you know they had that? You
I know.
overpaid for your computer.
By a lot. I wonder if, do you think they price match?
They might. Well, this is half off.
Can you take a screenshot of this and try to get a store price match?
And linguistic perfection.
Is that like when I roll my R's?
Good.
Romance.
Great.
Romance. See, everyone?
Romance.
It's not a hiss.
So let me hear your battle cry.
Kiki. Oh!
Kiki what?
As we all charge into Gaming Morning Show.
More like Kiki. Whoa, am I right?
Now, if only I could find a way out of this box. I'll catch up. Because GMS starts right now.
Morning! Gaming Morning Show. It's time. It's the beginning of the week. It's the beginning of Thanksgiving week, I'm told. We have a lot of fun planned for you this week because it is Monday, November 22nd, 2021. That is Look, it's Mike O'Shawn. I am Hefty Goofy. It's good to see everyone. Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, and on GamingMorningShow.tv. Gaming Morning Show, Morning Gaming News coming up. Birthdays this day in gaming history on the way. We'll have a top 10 list and some sports for you this morning. Wow. Just so much to get to in so little time. It's good to see both of you on the left side of the screen. Good moron.
Good morning.
Oh, hey.
Really fun weekend. Kiki Cup, of course, was this last weekend. We had the Thanksgiving Streamers Lighthouse event, so that was super fun as well. Got into MySpace talk at some point during the whole thing. Did either of you like have a huge MySpace back in the day? Still do? I don't know. Is it around?
I don't think it, I mean, I think, does it exist?
That beats the hell out of me.
I don't really know. But yeah, no, back in the day, I used to enjoy it quite a bit. It was
I had
fun.
one. I didn't really use it much, but I had one.
It's because Sean was busy doing things. I
I
was
very-
busy.
being
It was
awesome.
very important.
Delivering pizzas. I didn't like when you'd go to the page and then music would start blaring. So I think that was my problem with MySpace. I kind of had like get off my lawn in my 20s on the internet.
I'm shocked.
Quit blasting your music. Where was mute site back in the day? That's all I needed. It's just mute site, and then we would have been fine. Everything would have been okay. So, being asked by Scott Chick already, which by the way, Scott Chick's here. Gabe Pride as well. Kiki Lo and Downs this morning. Did you all plan to be in blue today?
It's Blue Monday.
Yes, Blue
Monday.
Monday. All the traditions of it.
Spin me right round. I don't think that's Blue Monday.
It could be. It could be. We could figure it out. I think I'm technically supposed to be in purple, but for some reason this wants it to be navy blue. So
It looks blue on screen. It's
yeah,
weird.
it does, doesn't it? It's an optical illusion. I think it's a magic trick. It's whatever.
My shirt's red, so I don't even know what. This camera does weird things.
We have a story coming up that will tell you about cash that was scattered across all of Southern California's freeways. Okay, well, at least one of it. There's a flamingo and a zoo. We got that story coming up as well. And seed scattering drones. No confirmation if they're delivering packages as well. Could just be seeds. So we'll figure that out coming up on this edition of Gaming Morning Show. Question of the day has to do with Go for a Ride Day. So we're asking, what is your favorite drive you have ever taken? Go for a ride is just focusing around, just getting out and doing stuff, whether you're in a car, on a bike, or in a plane, or on a train, or whatever. But it made me think of, like, even if you're the passenger, what was your favorite drive that you've ever taken?
I have a lot of least favorite drives. Nothing stands out.
We in 2010, after Megan and I guess we were engaged, we weren't married yet. We relocated from upstate New York to Portland, Oregon, and we drove the way in a tiny little green Chevy Cavalier. It was a 1999 two-door Chevy Cavalier. That was a stick. It was wonderful. The ride from New York through Pennsylvania was pretty cool. Then we got to Ohio, Indiana. Like the Midwest was just a blur until we got to Nebraska, and then it kind of got cool again. So from like Nebraska to Portland was pretty incredible. We stopped and saw all sorts of stuff. We followed the Oregon Trail a little bit, saw some sights from the game, not the show. But it was a lot of fun. I'm a driver. I love driving, and it's partially because I hate flying, but mostly because there's so much you can see and do, and that was, it's my absolute I love road trips. They're awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we went from Idaho to Massachusetts, so we went the other way to move somebody out to the East Coast. And that, there was a lot of highlights on that trip too. I just remember one of the things I used to do, especially when I was either angry or sad or whatever, I had a lot of four-wheelers available to me growing up, so I used to just drive around constantly on like four-wheelers and go really, really fast. So I just think from an early age, I really liked driving something with a motor, whether it was like a jet ski or whatever the case may be. That was a big deal. Scott Chick says the drive home from work, lol. Sports Doc wife, all of them driving far, far away. Let us go. Gay Pride, every summer as a kid, we would road trip down to visit my family in Florida. The 12-hour drive was my favorite. That's really cool. Scott Chick's off for lunch break, has to go back to work, so we'll see you in a little bit. And then Kiki Lowe said, my favorite drive was on a 13-hour bus trip in Canada on my own. Views were amazing. And I met a stripper, a convict, and a mountain man. Sounds like the start of one of those jokes. A stripper, convict, and a mountain man all walk into a bar.
All right, we'll continue.
Carry on.
And they ask the bartender, hey, do you have a Kiki Lowe? And the bartender was like, no. And then the bartender was like, cool. Everyone laughed.
That was the end, right?
Sure, I hope so. Can it be over, please? And then they all got married. It was a really fun weekend, though. Kiki Cup was awesome. Mike, how many kills did you have in Kiki Cup?
49.
That was cracked.
In one match.
Oh, yeah,
20
of course.
more.
Yeah. Mike pretty much got all the lobbies gone. Did you say 21?
No, only 20 more.
Oh, yeah. That's all you needed.
Yeah. Sorry, I got didn't work all the way. I was pretty sad.
Super fun event. Again, thanks to everybody who made it happen. Kiki Lowe, of course, and then everyone behind the scenes. GMS is going to give 2,000 Apex coins away on Wednesday's edition of the show for everyone who follows on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, and YouTube between last Thursday and tomorrow. So that's what's on tap. Should be a lot of fun. Good show. I'm excited about it. Yeah. It's also...
I guess it was great. Wait, no, that doesn't mean it's over. You said good show. It got me confused.
It's National Stop the Violence Day, National Cranberry Relish Day, and Love Your Freckles Day. Want to give acknowledgement, of course, to what happened at the holiday parade in Wisconsin. Saw that it was, quote, a mass casualty event as someone drove an SUV through a parade. So on something like National Stop the Violence Day on a Monday, of course, it's worth taking some time to say, that's awful, and makes me happy that we have a chance to kind of have fun today, because this is what's neat about the show, is we can talk about the things that suck while also just, having fun for 3 hours together. It's a lot of fun. So, did you have a nice weekend, Sean? It was good to see you. We spent time together on Saturday, which was cool.
Yeah, that was fantastic. Had some wine and some
How much wine?
hangout time.
We had flights. Do you go to wineries much?
Yeah.
Do I look like I go to wineries much?
I didn't know there was a look, but that's going to take that as a no. No, you go, like, you can have a flight or a glass or whatever the case may be. But this one particular one has, like, a vista that overlooks, like, the whole valley in Western Oregon. Yeah, a vista. It was a little chilly. Kind of got there in the evening, a little bit later than I had suspected, but it was fun.
It wasn't warm, but there was fire, so we're fine.
Yeah, it was good. And that was on the heels of Kiki Cup, too, so it was a lot of fun. It was a good weekend, for sure. And then yesterday, the Broncos didn't lose because they didn't play, so that's a win.
Travel day?
Sure.
That's good.
Sure. We need more travel days built into our schedule. Although your Eagles look cracked.
They did. They stomped on Drew Brees and the New England Patriots. Now they played the Saints in Philly, and they looked great. So it's very annoying that they keep doing this, because they do it enough to give you a little bit of hope, and then they just end up. This year they'll probably be 9-8. They'll get another mid-round freaking pick that they'll waste on some crappy wide receiver.
Drew Brees and the New England Patriots. Is that what you said?
Sure did.
That was good. We watched the race. Lewis Hamilton won it. Max Verstappen got second, so it's like an 8-point difference in the championship with 2 races to go. 2 races.
No one else. They should just let the 2 of them race every Sunday, and just let everyone else just have a break. Give them some, like, French toast, little coffee. They can all sit and watch and talk about their families and their favorite drives.
Could you imagine a 1v1 race?
I mean, isn't it generally that anyway?
It would either be really exciting or really boring. If they shortened it, I think it'd be okay. Like a 1v1 race, but it's only like 5 laps.
Verstappen has a 20-second lead. They just cruise around.
Or better yet, just put a giant soccer ball on the track. Yeah.
Where would they get such an idea?
I don't know.
So we played this yesterday.
Bad idea, though.
As a family, and we started out, and I handed the second controller to my daughter, and the only other profile that's on this PlayStation is Sean's. And so my daughter was playing with Sean's car for the first game, and I was like, oh, this Sean's not going to be too happy about this. I'm killing his stats. And so we finally made new profiles for my kids. So Killing his stats. Don't want to mess up his stats.
Whoops. I blew up that car. I missed the ball, but I hit the car. Yeah, that was somehow a save. Thanks.
Free saves. I'm surprised. 13 hours on a bus, though, Kiki. That's a long time. Did you have, like, your own seat, or did you have to share? Because that's always the worst part about the bus, is when you are crammed with somebody else. Unless you know them.
So I feel like I've told this story before, but, like, I have a terrible fear of flying. And my wife and I lived in Portland, and we got married in upstate New York, so we had to fly. The trip out there wasn't terrible because there was, like, so much going on that I didn't really have time to think about it. On the way back, however, the flight from Albany to Chicago was, like, really, really bad. Like, the turbulence was awful. I had the biggest panic attack I've ever had, and I couldn't get on the plane to go from Chicago to Portland, and the only other way to get there was via train. So I took a train from Chicago to Portland, 55 hours. It was gorgeous, though. It took me up through, like, across the Great Lakes, then up through like North Dakota, Montana, into Idaho, Washington, and down finally into Oregon. It was gorgeous. I wish the situation was different, but the trip was beautiful. Minus the kid behind me who had one of those like noise cartoon like books where you press the button in the story. He had an X-Men one, and the entire time all he would press, and they were with us up until Washington, and I was so mad. But he would just keep pressing like the claw sound, so it would just go shing, shing, shing like every 20 seconds, and I just wanted to like turn around and be like, "Stop it, you little."
Wolverine goes moo.
But luckily, I mean, it was a cross-country thing, so I spent a bunch of time in the sightseeing car that had like all the windows around it, so you could like look at all the scenery. It was gorgeous.
Yeah, the train is a blast. We had one ride in the train where we had two people who had been in the U.S. for the first time from Australia, and they had BYO'd W and C, like they had bring their own wine and bring their own champagne. Like they had everything with them. They were very equipped for the entire ride, so they were a lot of fun to talk to for like the first 2 hours of that drive or that ride.
I really hope the C stood for cheese.
They did bring their own wine and their own cheese. It was great.
Oh, great.
And then, yeah, one time in the observation car on a train, it was like there was a mini concert. There was this person who brought their acoustic guitar, and then there were like at least 3 people just singing. And so I was sitting there having beverages whilst listening to like this concert. It was great. It wasn't a concert, but it was the next best thing. So
I would have preferred a concert as opposed to the freaking Wolverine book.
What's the sound of that claw make again?
Shing, shing, shing. Like I hear it in my dreams.
I was gonna say, it seems like you have a pretty vivid memory of that.
Oh gosh, it's like seared into my memory. I will never get it out of my brain. That's why that GMS After Dark was so difficult, because whenever we talked about Wolverine, I would just start shaking a little bit.
Is that why he went out in the first round?
Yeah, I was like, we can't keep talking about him, otherwise I'm just gonna curl into a ball under my desk. It's so pretty out. It's so pretty out. Shing, shing. It's so pretty out. It's so pretty out.
Mike's having flashbacks.
Oh my gosh.
You've never been on the train, right, Sean?
I've been on the train.
Oh, you have?
Not like cross country, but I've gone from Eugene to Portland, Eugene to Seattle, Seattle, like most of the Northwest.
Yeah. Those are good train trips, too. Yeah, the best
You
part
know what
about
train ride I don't like? The one at the zoo. It's really stupid.
the one at the Portland Zoo, or do you have a train ride at your zoo, too?
The one at Indy. It's a great zoo, but their train ride is awful.
That's too bad.
Get wrecked, Indy Zoo train.
Get better.
It's because they don't have a person behind you playing the Wolverine sound, isn't it?
Not yet.
Well, it is a
Shing,
zoo. Their Wolverine
shing,
sound might sound a little
shing.
bit different, so.
Wait, you tell me all like wild Wolverines don't have sharp adamantium claws?
Correct. Don't believe that is the case.
What?
Although I thought you were going to go into the Michigan mode where you're going to be like, Michigan Wolverines. I was like, did they play like a sound that a Wolverine made at football games or anything? I don't even know what a Wolverine sounds like.
That would be the fight song. We would play that.
Mm-hmm. Nope, that's Stanford.
Yeah, you're
Oh,
close.
that's USC.
Yep.
Nope, that's closer.
That sounds like the wedding
march. Is that close?
No, I don't think that's it.
I'm pretty sure that was like Notre Dame.
that was Notre
There
Dame.
you go. That one's better.
Wow, that took a little while to decide it.
Yo,
didn't it?
wow.
Jeez.
Oh, man.
Good morning, Rocks. Thank you for being here. It's Gaming Morning Show, 6:24 West Coast time, 9:24 out east, 2:24 for those watching in the UK.
Doo-loo-loo. Well, Ralks was in the game with us. I don't know if you guys saw that.
Oh, gotcha.
He was on the other team. So mid-game, because they were beating us by so much, he was like, I have all this spare time. Why don't I hop on the stream too? And so, good game, Ralks.
What's your favorite drive you've ever taken, Ralks? Was it that last 3 or 4 minutes when you were just cruising around us in the Rocket League arena? That was rough. Coming up, we'll tell you a story about a flamingo that escaped from the Quebec Zoo. No word on how good Quebec Zoo's train is, but we'll try to find out before that. But right now, it's time to get informed. We need to know the headlines of the day, and for that, we go to hashtag Video Game Expert. Here's Sean.
Good morning. It is Monday, November 22nd, 2021, and this is your Gaming Morning Show, Morning Gaming News. So we talked a little bit last week about Rockstar's less than stellar debut of the GTA trilogy remake, and they're aware that it hasn't been great, so they're going to be bringing back the original PC versions of the GTA trilogy for people to play. That way they have something, you have something not broken to play on the PC while they work on the definitive edition and fix that up. Yeah. So the PC versions of GTA 3, Vice City, and San Andreas were removed from digital storefronts in preparation for the remastered editions to come out. But because it came out and it was broken, they're like, here, you can have these back. we're so sorry. So there you go.
I would love to know how many checkpoints they got through, and no one was like, "Yeah, I don't think this is actually that good. Maybe we shouldn't do it."
Maybe we need more time.
Maybe.
We'll see. They said in an announcement on their website, quote, "The updated versions of these classic games did not launch in a state that meets our own standards of quality or the standards our fans have come to expect. We'll be adding the classic PC versions of Grand Theft Auto 3, Grand Theft Auto Vice City, and Grand Theft Auto San Andreas back to the Rockstar store shortly as a bundle. Additionally, everyone who has purchased Grand Theft Auto the Trilogy, the definitive edition for PC from the Rockstar store, will receive these classic versions in their Rockstar Games launcher library at no additional cost." So, good job, Rockstar. This was the right thing to do.
They added to their statement that we didn't even hit our baseline level of quality, which was we were shooting for SNES quality.
We were hoping for not broken, and that didn't work out.
We're so sorry.
We apologize. So, good job, Rockstar. Since you have non-broken versions of the game that exist already, this was the right choice to just make sure those are available, but also to give them to people for no additional cost, I think is a good move. So, nice job. In our next news story of the day, speaking of games coming out broken, Battlefield 2042's out.
Uh-oh.
And it's breaking records. Not the good kind, though. It became one of Steam's worst reviewed games of all time. Bummer. It's been a rough launch, as I think many have predicted, because it's such a hefty endeavor. But it's currently ranked as the 9th worst reviewed game of all time on Steam. Has it's seen over 30,000 of its 42,000 reviews come back as negative.
But
It's not
why? This is Battlefield, you said?
Yeah.
I mean,
it's super.
The streams
super
I've watched,
broken.
it hasn't been awful, has it? Am I missing something?
I haven't played it.
I'm just saying, I haven't played it either, but I was just from
Of
what
all
I've
the
watched.
time that I've played it, I have had no problems with it. I also have not.
It's a divided by zero situation there for Mike.
In the negative reviews, users have cited a number of reasons spanning both gameplay aspects and a lack of overall features of the game. While many fans have vented their frustrations on Steam, one person went to Reddit in order to show how many of Battlefield's normal features seem to be missing in 2042. The full list was pretty long, though some noteworthy inclusions mentioned the likes of technical issues, lack of content where guns and vehicles are concerned, and changes to the game's class system.
Okay.
So people are not happy. So, oh well. Sorry, Battlefield 2042. And just like the GTA trilogy, it'll get better. They will, I'm sure, continue to add features and continue to fix bugs. But it's rather broken, I guess. But no, it's not broken. A game that's not out yet can't be broken if you're not out.
Suckers.
In our last news story of the day, Halo Infinite has gone gold. Good job, Halo Infinite.
But it's not out yet.
This means, so a game going gold means that they have finished their release version of it, and the master disc is going off to be processed into millions of other discs to be sold. So when a game has gone gold, it's officially done for release. That's what they're going to release. They'll continue working on it, and there will almost always be a day one patch. But the final version is finished and on its way to be made, produced.
So, you've told us this before. You've refreshed my memory specifically, but they could have found a different term, because, like, remember gold records? They would always say that record went gold. So they could have found right? They couldn't have found any other term, like it's been fully squashed, because it's been compacted into the full disc.
Fully squashed.
Anyway, I'm just throwing out anything other than something that sounds like it sold a lot already.
Yeah, I'm sure
terminology
there's
straight.
I'm sure there's a good off to research after this the etymology of gone gold for video games, but I'm pretty sure there's like a real reason. Like maybe the discs used to be gold.
They used to be made of solid gold.
But this is always a good point, especially in a game like this that people have been waiting for a long time and has been delayed. And once it goes gold, it's nice because there are no more delays. It's coming out, so you're good. So December 8th, enjoy your Halo Infinite. Someone report back how it is, because I don't play Halo games. Ryan, you gonna play Halo Infinite?
I'm gonna play Halo.
GMS Ryan plays.
I'm gonna play Halo Infinite as much as I've ever played a Halo game, which is if Kate Zaid says, "Hey, do you want to be in my Halo party?" I'll say, "Sure." Let me reactivate my Xbox Game Pass or whatever it's called.
Should I borrow our? Actually, is this even coming out on Xbox One?
Oh no. Maybe I can't.
Oh
play.
no! If it's coming out on? Yes, it is coming out on Xbox One. Should I borrow our mutual Xbox One and play through the Halo Infinite campaign as the very first Halo experience I've ever had, and everyone can just tell me what's going on?
It is moving into the beginning of next year. That's your time to have custody of our Xbox One. So.
Well, we should move on to always last but never least. We finish off today's Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming News with a world-renowned segment within a segment where we take a look at all the many games that are out today, like Farming Simulator 22. So you want to be a farmer in the year 2022? That's the alternate title. It's out on PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox Series X, Xbox Series S, Xbox One, PC, and Mac. And for the most prestigious award in video game focused morning shows, or at least the award you get if you're just slightly better than Farming Simulator 22, name of the morning goes to Before We Leave, out on Xbox Series X, Xbox Series S, and Xbox One.
Wow. It just so happens that coincides with Take a Ride Day.
Before we leave to take a ride.
Go to the bathroom. Just get your shoes on. Do you need a snack? Do you have your blanket? Do you have a bag? Do you have a book?
Did you actually go to the bathroom? Because I'm not stopping in 15 minutes when you say you have to go to the bathroom, because you didn't actually go to the bathroom.
Bingo.
Not that that's ever happened.
Ever. There's a lot of experience in this trio here of these things happening. It's really annoying when it's your wife. Name in the morning. congratulations to our name of the morning from last week, which was Toy Tinker Simulator. Today is Before We Leave, Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One. That's what happens when I just read things on the screen. I really liked that name, though, Toy Tinker Simulator. So I'm happy that it was a pick on Friday, which is good. One of these will eventually grow up to be Name of the Morning, which becomes Name of the Month. They're actually already Name of the Morning. Anyway, we're going to give away one of these games at some point. So just look it up. It's on the internet. Did I clear that up?
Don't believe him.
I wouldn't believe me at all either. Doesn't make any sense.
Hashtag GMS name of the morning.
Thank you, Bob. All right, it's 6:35. Got me out of that one. Whew, that was close. Culty Vibes is here. Good moron to you, Culty Vibes.
Top of the mora.
And then
Culty,
you
I
have
miss you.
down saying the Master Chief Master Disc. Yes. It's gonna be fun. Listen, I've watched, like I said, Battlefield, people streaming that. I've watched Halo Infinite. They all look fine, but I'm probably not gonna play either of them. So, which that's not like that's like me saying like, I'm not gonna eat that thing with sauce, right? Like that would just make sense.
Right.
I'd be more surprised if one of you isn't gonna play a game. So, Tiny Tabs was here. Good moron.
Good
Which
moron.
phrase?
The phrase "gone gold" comes from the term "gold master," which is the version of a piece of software that the publisher has determined is good enough to be shipped to stores. So when a game has gone gold, it means the development of the game is done. So yeah, gold master apparently is a term that existed already.
Still don't like it.
I'll
Tiny
talk
said
to the entire industry. I'll get it to you.
came back from Twitch London stuff. Shattered, but wanted to say hi. Missed GMS a lot. We missed you too, Tab. So it's good to see you this morning on Gaming Morning
it's been a
Show.
while.
Our question of the day has to do with favorite drive. We've heard stories about trains with convicts. We've heard stories about 13-hour
Donkeys.
adventures. We've heard 12-hour drives from one place to Florida. Yeah, we've heard some good drives today. Mike's drive. Mike's been on a train. Doesn't like zoo trains anymore.
Long ride. I'm excited-ish because, well, I guess not because Georgia. But in April, we're going to Disney World with the kids. And we're driving. This is an 18-hour drive. So that's fun. It's not bad until you get to Georgia, and then Georgia just sucks. No offense, Georgia. Actually, yeah, lots of offense, Georgia. Get better. Build wider roads.
I mean, Georgia from
Make a
Atlanta to like,
bypass
South
from
Carolina
Atlanta.
wasn't bad.
Well, see, the problem. So, going through Atlanta, like I'm trying to time out our drive. So when we hit Atlanta, it's like the middle of the night or at some point, so there's no other cars on the road. The issue, though, is that last time we drove to Florida on the way home, it took us 8 hours to get through the state of Georgia because it was just gridlocked the whole way because they thought spring break week or month was a good time to do road construction. So like 2/3 of the state was like single lane traffic.
Jeez.
So that was cool. I had a lot of fun with that. My kids really were understanding.
Cut you some slack.
One of our kids didn't pee on the side of the road because we couldn't go anywhere else. It's
Hey,
fine.
You haven't lived until you've peed in a Red Lobster commemorative glass. I've had to do that before. as a kid.
Our driving bathroom was always the big coffee tins.
Yep.
Those were always in our car or van when I was little.
The problem is I'm pretty sure my kids would choose wetting themselves over trying that, which would make a whole other slew of issues. So they'd be like, I'm just going to pee my pants. Like, no, just pee in the tin. I went. Like, oh, God.
Wants to take a road trip with Mike's family. A whole bunch of people
Nobody.
sitting around in their pee shorts.
I'm telling you, if you ever need like a criminal to like admit to something, just have them go on a road trip with me and my family. Like 15 minutes in, they'll be like, "Yeah, I killed Kennedy. What do you need me to cop to? I'll anything. Just get me out of here."
Did it all.
All right, let's get the story about the Quebec Zoo. Ben Hooper is making yet another appearance on this. And there's, a stop off at a restaurant or something? I'm so confused. What happened in Quebec?
I don't know. I don't read these before I post them. In Quebec, at the zoo, they installed a train and it sucks. Just kidding. A zoo in Quebec, Canada, said a pink flamingo escaped and was found a short time later loitering in the parking lot of a Tim Hortons. The Granby Zoo said the flamingo flew the coop Wednesday morning and was spotted by customers in the parking lot of a Tim Hortons donut shop in Granby. To reassure everyone, there wasn't a sale on shrimp at the IGA or a special coffee at Tim Hortons. Carl Fournier, director of animal care at the Granby Zoo, said in a TikTok video, "For reasons unknown, the flamingo escaped and flew away from its group. Our team quickly mobilized and it was captured in a calm manner. The zoo said the flamingo allowed zookeepers to approach and they returned it safely to its enclosure. Our flamingo is doing well," Fournier said. Flew the coop. Went to Tim Hortons. And you got a donut. There you go.
Oh, it's eating a donut. Okay.
It's a cop. It's a cop flamingo.
Yeah, apparently he also stole a police officer's hat.
I was gonna say it looked like on the stream. It looked like it was like blowing into a whistle. I thought it was like a crossing guard flamingo.
Crossing flamingo.
Yeah. Right this way.
No, it's just
Pointed with its talons.
that would have been fun to see, though, right?
You sure there wasn't a shrimp special at the IGA though?
That's what I'm saying. I mean, there's a very good chance. Or as somebody told that there was a shrimp special. People lied. I'd be very upset if I was that flamingo.
Flamingo's like, I have a coupon and everything.
Someone dropped it in my enclosure.
Wasn't a flyer. Come on now. Good morning to you, Digital Doc Games. It's good to see you.
Top of the moron.
Ching.
I just love Mike's new freelance service, Confessions with. Look, it's Mike O's family. Just put him in the car. We'll get a confession within a couple of minutes.
By the time we get out of like the subdivision, they'll be like, "All right, what do you need me to cop to? Like anything? I stole it. It's I killed him. I robbed the bank. I'm John Dillinger. What do you want me to say?"
Ralk said Timmy's is apparently offering Beaver Bites coming up soon.
Beaver bites, huh? What? Rock, can you give us more information on that? I'm curious. What's a Bieber bite?
If they
I
don't
know
go,
Justin Bieber, but like,
is it like a donut bite or is it Bieber's favorite donut? If it doesn't,
eat donuts?
if it doesn't go well, and it's like a bad launch and a flopped product, do you think the release will say, "Is it too late to say sorry?" When they take them off the shelf?
Is that a Bieber thing?
Yeah. Of course it is.
I just know the "Love Yourself" song, and then the baby, oh. That was that one.
Ooh, early Bieber. Rog says Justin Bieber's releasing his own Timbits, which are basically donut holes in the States. I like the fact that they're called
Sounds like
Timbits better.
Testicles. You know? That's ridiculous. I like to say Ghibli bits. I might have to change it to Timbits.
Just lied. I thought Bieber Balls was a better name personally. You got to be alliterative. Come on now, let's go. Timbits and Bieber Balls.
Available now at Oobies Boobies.
I think it should be noted that Ralks might be our first ever person who's joined the show off of a Rocket League game.
Yeah,
And we've been playing this a
Also
while.
put up a
So
heck of a showing.
that's funny.
He's the leader in the clubhouse. I'm sorry. The leader in the clubhouse thus far for the Billy Thundergun Shatter of the Day award.
Yep.
I got to go to Tim Hortons. I have such a craving for Bieber's balls.
Just walk in. Excuse me, I'd like to order some Bieber's balls, please.
To put them in my
Sorry,
mouth. With the side of coffee, please.
Also, the flamingo outside is with me. Please don't call the police.
He would like a donut, though.
He doesn't want a whole, though. He'd like the whole thing. Do you have shrimp flavored?
No, you have to go to the IGA for that.
Oh, my goodness.
A sale on shrimp. I'm still disappointed we don't know how good the train is at the Quebec Zoo, though.
Not good enough to keep the flamingo there.
Right. Flamingo's like, we need more options for public transportation.
See, the problem is that the Indy Zoo, like, it's supposed to be like a behind-the-scenes, like, drive, and the only real behind-the-scenes you get is driving past the composting station, and that's not really cool.
Oh, no.
Oh, you also see the fueling station for the vehicles.
Wait, are you sure you didn't get on, like, the facilities track?
No, it's yeah.
You got on the wrong train, Mike.
That was just the employees' only tram that
Yeah.
takes them from the locker rooms to the floor.
At at Christmas time though, it looks really cool. They put a lot of lights and stuff, but that's about all.
Oh, I get PTSD when I think of zoo lights because I screwed up one time when I was younger, and there was this zoo train leaving, and everyone was so excited in the Portland Zoo. Everybody gets on the train and starts cheering for each other because they're about to go on a magical adventure. And there was this one kid in the back going like this, super excited, and I'm kidless at the time. I'm probably like 24. I look at the kid, and I'm just like, and just stare at him. And that poor kid looks at me and goes like this. And I ruined that poor kid's zoo lights, and I still remember it to this day.
He can't go. It's like the Wolverine experience for me. He can't go to the zoo now because he thinks of a menacing man.
Can't you just put the book away?
Shing.
Shing.
He dies. Get it. Let's go over it.
Good moron, K-Laugh. It is good to see you. You're late.
Top of the moron.
Traffic. There's all those flamingos out there.
Did
Maybe
you
he
stop
stopped
for
to
the
get some
shrimp
beaver
special at
balls.
IGA? Beaver balls? Oh my gosh. I'm not late, you're late. Whatever, K-Laugh.
That doesn't work here, buddy.
We have a very predictable schedule. We
He
are
was gone by mountain time today. He was off. Like, oh, whoops.
He was busy playing Don't Starve Together with Jordy too long.
Don't starve together.
Mhm.
Is that a game?
Yeah?
Yep.
Cool. Okay.
What are the odds? We got birthdays this day in gaming history coming up next.
Did we do? No. Okay.
Oh, now K-Laugh's backtracking. JF Downs was first, Kiki Low was second. I've been here the whole time, but on a call. We'll see what your time clock says. Look at the card.
We'll check the video surveillance later.
If you were even a minute late, oof,
We'll dock your pay.
exponentially.
Even a minute late, I'm gonna make you go on a car ride with my kids.
You're going to confess the things you didn't even know you did.
They're gonna tell you everything.
It is good to see everyone. It is now 6:48 West Coast time, now 9:48 out east, and it is 2:40 for those watching GMS in the afternoon. We were cracked that game.
That was much better.
Yeah. Rolks, why weren't you in that one? Jeez.
You
Probably why we
are
won.
one of
Rocks wasn't
life's
there.
winners.
What's that?
That's probably why we won. Rocks wasn't in there.
That's probably true. Good more on to you, Dr. Chicken. It's good to see you on this Monday edition
Top of the moron.
of Gaming Morning Show. We have birthdays, as I mentioned. Next hour, we'll have a top 10 list as well. We're asking you about your best drive you've ever taken, because today is Go for a Ride Day. This is according to this is according to daysoftheyear.com. Go for a Ride Day encourages you to get out into the world, hop on your bike, into a car, simply just go walking. It even specifically
That's not
says...
a ride.
That's definitely not a ride.
I know.
That's the opposite of a ride.
Grab your skateboard, and then when you're tired of riding your skateboard, then you can go for a walk.
I can't wait for go for a walk day when I can get in my car and go for a drive.
Don't worry too much about where you're going. Just enjoy the journey. With all of the cell phones and emails constantly intruding on our lives, we can all agree that everyone needs some time to just get away from it all and feel free every now and then. And what's better to do that than to just go for a ride?
Yeah.
That's why you're here for a 3-hour ride with us.
Go for a ride to take my kids to school and then go to work.
Commute. Shing. All right, let's take a look at birthdays this day in gaming history. If you have a birthday to celebrate with us, well, by all means, let us know so we can celebrate with you. Today, actor Richard Kain turns 65.
He's pretty funny.
Mm-hmm.
He's a funny guy.
Fun.
He was in that Michael J. Fox show where the
Spin
governor
City.
one. Yeah, that one. That was a good show.
That was a good show. Was that the last full show series that Michael J. Fox did?
I'm pretty
Yep.
sure.
And then the Parkinson's kind of kicked in, and he was battling it in the beginning, but not as bad.
Gotcha.
Actress Jamie
He also
Lee.
voiced an alien ambassador, Star Trek Lower Decks.
What is Star Trek Lower Decks?
I'm assuming it's something animated.
Yeah, I think it's an
Oh.
animated Star Trek show.
Yeah, I think
I think
it
it's
was.
about lesser known side characters and stuff like that.
Oh, I thought it was like a Paramount Plus like Futurama thing or something. So clearly, I don't know what I'm talking
That
about.
would be pretty funny.
Also, I thought we were talking about Michael J. Fox for a second.
Oh,
So I was trying to remember whose birthday it was.
Via Richard Kain.
It's his half
They're
birthday.
the same person.
Jamie Lee Curtis turned 63 today.
Man, one of these days she'll kill that darn Michael Myers.
Isn't that how the new one ends?
I don't know. That's how all of them end. And then the next time they're like, "Oh, what you missed his heart or his brain or whatever you missed."
Or it's his
'cause
mom or brother.
His uncle's bananas phone.
But in the,
one of her earliest TV show appearances was a waitress on Columbo. That's kind of cool.
but in the trailer, I think Jamie Lee Curtis looks straight into the camera and says, "This time I'm actually going to kill you."
Yeah, I think she said that last time too. Actually,
Gotcha.
Spoiler tease!
I mean the other
You know,
time she like dropped a
Socrates'
fiery
brother.
house on him.
Kind of a jerk.
If the fiery house doesn't work, then what's going to work, right?
Have you tried vinegar?
I'm melting.
Gets out a lot of stains.
Actor
Nuts.
Khalil Kain is
Bieber balls.
57th today. Was in the thriller film Juice as well as in the UPN sitcom Girlfriends. 57 today for Khalil.
Crazy.
Actor Mads Mikkelsen, 56.
He's incredible.
He's pretty good. Yeah.
He's one of those guys that should get more credit than he does.
He was great in Casino Royale.
He's great in everything he's in.
He was also in Death Stranding in the video game. Didn't play that though.
He was in the new Star Wars movies. He's in the Marvel movie. I mean, there's like nothing. They're like, we needed a bad guy. Oh, him. There he is. He's great. And he's also replacing Johnny Depp as Grindelwald in the Fantastic Beasts movie. Which is a little weird, but we'll go with it.
Dolores Grindelwald?
Yep. Dolores Grundle? What?
Wait, I do know Fantastic Beasts though is related to Harry Potter, right?
It's like the same universe, I
Hashtag movie expert. Mark Ruffalo, 54, is an actor.
think. Oh, he's great. Speaking of Marvel,
Mm-hmm.
been nominated thrice for a Best Supporting Actor Oscar.
Speaking of spoiler tease,
Spoiler tease!
I still love that clip when he's sitting next to Don Cheadle and Mark's like, did I just screw up? Don's like, yeah, you kind of did.
Well, the ongoing joke with Mark Ruffalo and Tom Holland in the Marvel universe is that both of them don't give a lot of like plot information to, because both of them have spoiled things in press junkets in the past, and like they have to tell them like Tom Holland has a special Marvel liaison. I don't really know. He has a person that travels with him from Marvel, on press junkets to like constantly remind him, like, don't say anything. But him and Ruffalo are really bad about that.
Why are we getting all these requests from Mark and Tom? That's weird. Figured they'd want to talk to like one of the Chris I or something. Nope. Want to talk to Mark and Tom.
And Doc is right, Digital Doc. He was a good guy in Star Wars, but he plays a fantastic villain.
This goes back to Mads, right?
Yeah, Mads Mikkelsen.
Singer Patra, Jamaican reggae dancehall singer, turns 49 today.
Nice.
And then you have actress Scarlett Johansson turning 37 today.
Speaking of Marvel, the fun fact isn't even a real fact. It's a rumor. Rumored to be starring in an upcoming remake of Little Shop of Horrors.
Little shop of horrors.
Movies that I never thought I'd want because I don't. Yeah.
What if it's amazing?
Movie. But, no. You see this next one?
You could call it like medium shop of horrors. Like it got a little bit bigger.
Grande Shop of Horrors.
Mid-size shop of horror. Because you have to be somewhere between like a mega corporation out on a side. Anyway, NFL's JuJu Smith-Schuster is 25 today. JuJu's only 25.
Yeah.
Who else though?
It's disgusting.
That comes full circle, baby.
Oh, I see what you're saying. We're going to give you model Hailey Bieber turns 25 as well.
Formerly known as Haley Baldwin, now married to the Biebinator. She may be in possession of Bieber's balls.
You can get them at Tim Hortons. We could all share.
She sold them. It's fine.
Bieber's balls.
What if we were wrong this whole time and they're not actually Justin Bieber's
Oh.
but they're Hailey Bieber's? Because it didn't specify.
True. Ralks, can you confirm Hailey or Justin? It's important. Maybe they have a variety for each.
Maybe.
And I saw this one on the list. Michael K. Williams, who passed away, in September, I want to say, played Omar in The Wire, but recently passed away, maybe 2 months ago, 1966 to 2021. Was born on November 22nd.
Also, a great time to say, if you need help, please reach out to somebody, whether it's for drug abuse, alcohol abuse, just abuse. Please don't ever feel like you can't reach out to people. There are people in your life that love you. So please reach out if you need some help.
We've got a drummer birthday.
It's Chris Fryer of the Zach Brown Band. It's his birthday. He's 51.
Happy 51st.
Happy birthday. Yesterday was my mom's birthday. She's not a drummer though.
What band was she in?
She's not a drummer. She played the kazoo. She turned 62 yesterday, so I texted her in the morning and I said, "Happy birthday! You don't look a day over 65." And everyone laughed and laughed.
That's hilarious.
Her response was, I can read it verbatim. It was, she said, "Your father, where'd it go? Your father raised you to be a smart."
Thanks, Mom. Well, to Sean's mom, it's your birthday song. It isn't very long.
Toot, toot, toot. Beep, beep. It's Terry Gilliam's birthday. He's one of the comedian directors from Monty Python. And also guitarist actor Little Steven. He's the guitarist for the E Street Band with Bruce Springsteen, as well as he was in The Sopranos. Little Steven, it's his 71st birthday.
Wait, so he just acted like he played the guitar?
No, he's a guitarist actor, not an actor guitarist. No,
An acting guitarist.
An acting guitarist. It's Mariel Hemingway's 60th birthday. That was a blast from the past. And finally, Billie Jean King and Boris Becker, tennis legends. Billie Jean's 78 and Boris Becker's 54.
If you want to play tennis, November 22nd is your day.
Apparently.
For reals, just don't play with either of them, because even at 78, I bet Billie Jean King would whoop my ass.
I
So
bet that is true. All right, this day in gaming history, we have one before 1995, so you have a good chance for Sean to play Lawsuit or Not Lawsuit.
Not lawsuit.
Okay, this is 1994. Sega introduces the Saturn video game system in Japan. 28.6 megahertz 32-bit Hitachi SH7064 RISC processors. 2 video display processors, Hitachi SH7034 processor controlling the double-speed CD-ROM, and a Tamaha FH1 digital signal booster with a Motorola 68EC 000 sound processor and a Q Sound surround sound, 2 megabits main memory, 1.5 megabits video memory, and 24-bit color.
Correct.
Wow.
You can get it for $450. The Sega Saturn.
see, this is why I would really like to move to Japan, because the price in Japan is 44,800 yen. Like, I could totally be a billionaire if I moved to Japan, like, hands down. Even though I had like 480 bucks. Wonderful.
1997, Tomb Raider 2 came out for PlayStation. And then in 1999, the unit sales of the Dreamcast hit 1 million in North America.
Wow, 1 million sales.
I wonder when Kate Polson quit tracking that. Because I feel like we never get, like, this is how when the Xbox 360 hit, 1 million sold. So, Digital.Games would like, Mike, that's not how money works.
No, it is.
Okay.
I took economics. I'm an economics whiz.
Sorry.
I've studied economies for years.
Digital.Games.
All 6 of them.
Incorrect.
Years, all 6 of them.
2002, Midway releases Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance. 2005, Microsoft launches the Xbox 360 in North America. Now I got to do this again. It's included.
Man, in this one.
Power PC with 3 cores, 3.2 gigahertz each, with simultaneous multi-threading, 500 megahertz ATI graphics with 10 megabytes cache and 512 megabytes RAM. Codename for the development was Xenon. Yeah. Okay. 360 core system costs $299.99. Include a composite AV cable and controller. The Xbox 360 costs $399.99. Include a universal media remote, Ethernet connectivity, cable, headset, wireless controller, component, HD AV cable, and hard drive. There were 18 games available immediately. Holy cow! They accessorized the crap out of this thing.
They sure did, and they charged it for every bit of it.
Or they just decided to list every single thing that was available. Either way. And then with that, Call of Duty came out. Call of Duty 2, Need for Speed Most Wanted. You had Project Gotham Racing 3, Perfect Dark Zero, 50 Cent Bulletproof from Vivendi Universal Games came out this date in 2005. Ubisoft, don't call me Ubisoft, put out Peter Jackson's King Kong. Is it better than the movie?
Doubt it.
Yes, very much doubt it.
Wasn't that the Jack Black movie?
Yeah.
Okay. 2006, Microsoft releases an Xbox 360 download update for high-definition displays. Thank you for that. And that same year,
really cool
Superman
at this
Returns came out.
The 360 was the first new system that I bought with my own money. I was pretty excited by it. It was expensive.
Not expensive as a damn Sega Saturn.
I owned a 360 solely because at one point my dad bought a 360, and then about like 2 months later was like, oh yeah, I don't really play video games. And then eventually he was like, this is sat on the shelf for 2 years. Do you want it? I'm like, okay.
Thanks.
Your dad, you always mentioned your dad had always, access to computers because he worked in technology and stuff. And it was like, ooh, Microsoft, I need this for my work. And they're like, oh wait, it's not for that anymore. Never mind.
This isn't a computer.
I'm still paying off my Sega Saturn, actually. It's taking longer than
How many yen do you have left?
Oh my gosh, like 4.
That's like $87,000. What the heck?
All right, next hour, we're going to do a top 10 list. This one's very exciting because this top 10 list is from Sixt.com. The top 10 best roads in the world that you can drive to, and roads you can drive on that are fun but also kind of scary, but mostly fun. But get gas so you don't get stranded, please. There's no please. I made that up.
Pro tip.
Have you ever ran out of gas?
Yes.
Yeah.
I bought a used car once, and the guy didn't tell me the gas gauge was faulty, so I thought I had a quarter tank of gas, and it turns out I didn't. Thanks, Interstate 80.
My Camaro didn't tell you the truth, but that's not the reason I ran out of gas. It was because I was always trying to push it to the end. So,
Yeah.
Awkward. All right, we have to say goodbye to Sean and Mike. Next hour, we'll have sports as well.
Sport days.
All right, so we'll see you in a little bit.
See you in the chat.
Gaming Morning Show will continue. Good morning on to you, or it's good to see you. Down said I got a 360 because the PlayStation 3 was delayed.
Weird. That couldn't happen.
No. Name one time a PlayStation's been delayed. We'll come back with more. Thanks for being here. It's Monday, November 22nd, 2021. Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, GamingMorningShow.tv.
Tonight, on I Guess We'll Never Know, we go inside the unsolved case of a sibling rivalry. A misunderstanding between brother and sister that led to destruction. Mom, have you seen my Furby? What started as a practical joke turned deadly.
Copia said, my sister tried to convince me that it was based on a witch in the woods near my house. I boiled her Furby in response.
It was premeditated. Turns out, it was Furb-degree murder.
The eyes and beak melted slightly.
A special GMS event. Furbicide in the forest. Only one Furby was harmed in the making of this promo. Or was it?
The truth is, you can't kill a Furby.
It's behind you! Coming up on Gaming Morning Show, List of the Day and Sports. Find GMS on Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, and GamingMorningshow.tv. Time for hour number 2. Right now.
Morning, gamer. Gaming Morning Show continues. Thank you for being here. It is Monday, November 22nd, 2021. That is Chris M. Yee, one of the hosts of Kiki Cup. I am Hefty Goof, also one of the hosts of Kiki Cup. It was a fun weekend, Chris. I had such a great time.
What a great weekend. Tons of great events that brought people together. It's a great time.
Ultimate champions were announced. Of course, B Group also got prizes. I heard Space and Out was in the team that was the B Group champions, which was pretty awesome. We're giving away 2,000 more Apex coins coming up on Wednesday's edition of the show. So pretty exciting this whole week is, and just had such a great time doing something that's super fun. Saturday was just an awesome day for me. I had a fantastic day. Really filled my cup, and it was a lot of fun. So thank you, everyone, for being part of it. And Kiki, thank you so much for hosting that. Downs is in the chat. Downs, you low-key get like Billy Thundergun teammate of the match for Kiki Cup because of that news report segment that you did. My favorite part, so Downs is sitting here doing a mock news report, and he's holding his studio microphone, and I want to know what that model is, because it's the same one that Kate Sanchez uses from But Why Though. It's like got the like lights in it, basically, like LEDs. So he's holding this pink microphone in front of a green screen in Kings Canyon going like, I don't think I was sent to the right place. There's nobody here. And at that point, I just absolutely lost it. MVP Downs. MVP. Nice work.
So good.
Aura's here. Good moron to you, Aura. Aura has some tough sports news.
Good moron.
Coming up in the sports segment. We'll share that with you. Superphonic is here as well.
Top of the moron.
It is good to see you. And then, actually, Calaf's responding to this news. It's already in the chat. First time in 14 years I've lost a home match. I guess sometimes, Aura, you play sports and it's just not the outcome that you're looking for. But that's the both value and disappointment that sports provides. You can go years without experiencing something, and then before you know it, it hits you. Kind of like a flank in Apex Legends. You didn't hear the footsteps, but there they were all along.
That's a rough one.
Yeah. It's never happened to me, fortunately. I've never once experienced that, but I hear that it happens to
Oh, yeah.
people. So, it's quite sad. Also, Aura apparently got injured in the first quarter. So, okay, well,
Oh no,
that happens.
don't like that.
Chris is here. Chris is the host of the Clip ME show, and you can catch Chris streaming tonight at 6 p.m. Pacific time. What's on the agenda for this evening?
Fall Guys Monday.
Do you have your special guest lined up already?
I do not.
Fair enough.
I know Matt Artisan will be there though.
Okay, so one confirmed guest, and then as Chris definitely planned, surprise guest announcement when you get there at 6 p.m. Pacific time. Surprise guest. It's a reveal.
Yeah, surprise.
All according to the plan. But today is Go for a Ride Day, Chris. We're asking everyone, what is your favorite drive that you've ever taken? And you don't have to be the driver, of course. It's Go for a Ride Day, so you could be the passenger as well. Whether it's train, whether it's a caravan, I don't know, you're on a bike, I don't know. Do you have a favorite drive that you've ever taken in your life?
I've done several, many times. The kind of cross California, LA to Bay Area drive. That had become pretty normal for me. A few times I've taken the 101 or the one, whatever's the along the coast, and that is it's such a beautiful drive. It's really cool.
Have you ever done a long train trip?
I have. Getting out of LA was annoying because there were a lot of stops. But once I was outside of LA, I took a train trip to San Diego. And it was pretty fun, actually.
I just learned the other day, we were looking at media markets for some reason, and I realized how big San Diego's media market is. It's huge. Like, the population of San Diego is pretty ridiculous. So, that's something I didn't know. Learned it.
If they weren't in the shadow of LA and Orange County, they would probably be thought of as a bigger market.
I have taken the train from Portland, Oregon to the Glacier Park area in Montana, and that's the Empire Builder. It actually runs all the way to Chicago. And you were talking about like those stops. I can imagine it's even worse than this, but the thing about Portland is you get on the train and then you go across the bridge into Washington and you stop in Vancouver, which is just on the other side. And so you're only going for like 10 minutes and you have to stop again.
Yeah, that sounds kind of annoying.
It is. But we figure it out. Brendan is here. Good morning to you. Brendan Joel is here as well. So we got 2 new additions here in the 7 o'clock hour.
Top of the moron.
Again, we're asking you your favorite drives. We've heard stories about 13-hour bus rides with convicts and a nun or something like that. That's something that's happened. We've also heard stories about people going on long road trips and Mike learning that his kids never tell him the truth and always have to pee. So all these are things that we've learned so far.
That's fair.
Even Shaw was telling us about the big coffee can that they used to have when they were kids. You had to pee in that.
Oh, no.
Hope the lid was pretty tight. Ugh, gross.
Ooh.
Although I will admit I was probably 10. We were leaving a thing. It was like an Olympic skating event. It was not the Olympics, but it was like all these Olympic champions that were performing.
Like speed skating?
No, it was like figure skating. Yeah, Oksana Bayul was there.
Oh.
I had a crush. And we had to pee so badly, but we were stuck in the parking lot of this arena. And so I peed into a commemorative Red Lobster glass. Because we had gone to Red Lobster earlier in the day, and we had these extra glasses. So that's what I used. We dumped it out immediately.
Something you're not likely to forget ever.
Nope, I remember it. Just like the sound of the claws from Wolverine that one Mike O was subjected to on a long train trip, where the kid in front of him or behind him have one of those books where you push the button and make sound effects, and it was the sound of Wolverine's claws. Shing!
Shink.
Yep, that sound exactly. Were you the kid, Chris?
I can neither confirm nor deny that I was the kid.
Hey, it's Brendan _TTV said, took 3 days for me to move to California by car, and that was a great road trip. Down says, I went on a 10-day drive through Europe. That was pretty cool. Did it with 3 friends and hundreds of other students.
Oh, wow.
That's cool. Oh, actually, Down's alleging that you were the voice actor for the book.
Oh, could be. Shink. I'm very good at that.
That's so funny. I like how everyone almost immediately knew of what that sound was, too. So, very vivid.
It's one of those sounds that everyone has in their heads.
Yep. The adamantium. Wolverine can swim, though.
He can. You don't just drop him in water and he's like dead forever. As has been portrayed on GMS After Dark.
Magneto really should have rethought like the plan if that was the case. It's like, just put him in some water. Problem solved. Done and done.
Yeah.
Super says, I've never done a road trip. I'm too impatient to enjoy traveling. But I thought, weren't you just like in Spain? So you had to be on some sort of mode of transportation to get to Spain. Or am I not understanding just how quick that trip goes?
Train?
Well, just like going from on the train to Spain in the rain with a dame.
I don't think there was a dame. It was for a
Oh,
bachelor
that's
party,
true.
wasn't it?
A stag do or something.
Yeah. Whatever strange combination of words they use.
But so Super said, and I hated every moment of it. But am I wrong that like isn't the train like where you could have beverages and stuff? Like it's very relaxing, right? Man, I don't know. I'm probably projecting my own train experiences onto Super, but I love the train. It's very relaxing.
Clear path, Ryan. There you go.
Superphonic said, nope, hated every second of it. Low last checkpoint. I don't mind the drive from Idaho to SoCal. McDonald's breakfast hits different on road trips.
Ooh, it guaranteed it does.
It ends at 10:30. 10:30. I don't want anyone to try to show up at 11 looking for an Egg McMuffin.
Most McDonald's have some all-day breakfast items now.
I thought they took that away.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, gosh, I hope that's the case, because that was the best thing McDonald's did in forever.
Yeah, it's true.
Mostly because that's pretty much all I have at McDonald's is breakfast.
That's a good way to go. I do love those hash browns.
Let's see, what else? Wolverine can't swim because the adamantium is too heavy. He would sink. But he could swim before the adamantium was infused into his bones, according to Aura. And now Downs, there are comics where Wolverine swims. This is my fault.
With the adamantium, yeah, where he's like a Canadian Navy SEAL.
This is my fault, y'all. I brought this whole thing up again. We'd already solved this on an After Dark, and I had to bring it back up. I will take the complete foul on that one. That's my bad. I apologize, chat. My goal was not to make like Mike-O twitch or something because Mike-O was getting frustrated during that episode of After Dark. Now let's see. Superphonic, my trip to New York was fun actually. So what was your path to New York? I assume obviously, you're a plane. Did you land in New York? Or did you go from elsewhere? And that was one of my favorite parts of the drive from Idaho to Massachusetts when I moved my friend out there, is we wanted to cut by New York City just so we could see the lights. I had been to New York City, and all that stuff. But we decided we cut close. We cut way too close. We actually cut so close that we had to go over the George Washington Bridge with a 26-foot moving truck that was hauling a trailer with a car on it. And that was not as much fun. A, because we had to pay for every axle that we had. Whoops.
Oh.
Yep. But also because, there was a lot of traffic. Luckily, we did it at evening time, so it was not as much traffic as there could have been. But, yeah, we got too close. A little too close for comfort. So. Superfine said, free beers on the plane to New York City, so that was pretty toasty. Then I got on the wrong side from the airport and got kicked off. Then finally got to the Grand Central. We got offered a limo to our hotel. This is all for my birthday. And yes, I did classic standing up with my body out the sunroof. I love it. There was probably some like 90s rock song playing in the background.
Say, just like a movie.
Speaking of movies, you had by far the coolest jumper. Oh my gosh, I just
Oh no, you saved it!
So sorry. So sorry.
Oh my goodness.
I was busy talking to people and remembering things from Saturday.
I was about to celebrate both my jumper and the goal.
Chris's. Oh, and then they scored the equalizer.
And then they scored on the other side.
Harry Kain. I'm so sorry. Earthling, good morning, y'all. Good morning to you, Earthling. It's good. All the road trips I remember being on were back when I was in Venezuela and would travel the Caribbean beaches. It was always so much fun.
Top of the moron.
It's funny because Super Story reminded me of my airplane flight to Venezuela because I was sitting next to somebody who went to school in the States but was from Venezuela originally. And we got out of Houston and over international water. And he's like, do you want a beverage? It's like, no, I'm only 18. He goes, doesn't matter now. I was like, wait.
International waters.
Exactly. So, yeah, had beers all the way to Crocus, and it was great. I like how this is something that happens on the show, Chris. Brendan says, speaking of peeing in bottles.
Oh, boy. That absolutely is something that happens on this show. Like,
speaking of peeing in bottles. Yep. We talk about Wolverine drowning and peeing in bottles here. Anyway, to finish that story, I had to do that a while when I was stuck on the George Washington Bridge. Wow, full circle.
wow.
Well, at least at this point, Chris, if this margin stays, I didn't cost us the game. I only shifted the momentum to the point where we lost.
We've had bots in and out as teammates.
You're not
Cougar is not a human.
You're not talking about me, though, right?
I mean...
Aura said, I love the trade trip that I went on in Australia, but we were first class and got food and drink including a cheese board. Nice.
Oh, fancy. The old charcuterie.
It's funny because we've done one train trip on said Empire Builder where we actually got the sleeping accommodations. And the one thing that I didn't know until we did that was all your food is included when you do sleeping accommodations.
Oh.
So that was kind of cool.
Nice.
We had like French toast in the morning. We had a burger at night. It was good. It was good. Superphonic, I had my movie moment and the longest birthday of my life at 29 hours long because of the time difference.
Wow.
That's kind of fun, though.
That is neat, yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Scott Chick says, morning again, and hello, Mr. Yee.
Hi, Scott Chick.
Mayor of the Internet.
Aura got hammered coming back from New York. Yeah, it'll happen. It'll happen. All right, well, the joke's on them because, really, we're a one of life's winners chat. It doesn't matter if we win in Rocket League or not. So, yeah, get wrecked. Let's see, what time is it? It's 7:28 out on the West Coast. It's now 10:28 out on the East Coast. It's 3:28 for those watching in the UK. Doodaloo. Thanks for being here. That is Chris M.E. stepping in to guest host the final 2 hours with us this morning. You can catch Chris streaming tonight at Chris M.E. on Twitch. It's Fall Guys Monday, so be sure to check that out, 6 p.m. Pacific time. We are also asking you about your best road trip of all time because today is Take a Ride Day or something like that. Go for a ride day. Forgiven John is here. Good morning to you, Forgiven John. Hope you guys had a good weekend lurking and working and have a great stream. Thank you so much.
Top of the moron.
Brendan quoting me, I didn't lose us the game. I just shifted us to the point of momentum where we lost. Yeah, two different things.
Wow,
right?
straight up called you out. Oh,
That's
boy.
two different things. Absolutely.
Uh-huh.
Down says, when you fly internationally, can Americans under 21 start drinking straight away? Yeah, once you hit international waters. That's what I learned on my flight from Houston to Caracas. So, yeah. Earthling, yeah, love that, landing tipsy in Caracas. That was true. Yeah, that was true. It was fun trip. All right, let's do this top 10 list. This was found by our friend Mike O before Mike had to jet for the day. This is a list because today is, again, go for a drive day or go for a ride day. The 10 best roads in the world that you can drive to, and roads you can drive on that are fun, but also kind of scary, but mostly fun, but get gas so you don't get stranded. That is something else, Chris, that you have to share with me. Is have you ever ran out of gas whilst driving?
I have not. Although there have been some times I've been very worried that that was going to happen.
I had a faulty Camaro gas gauge where it wasn't like we were at half a tank and it ran out, but we have other situations where like maybe it was at like empty, but then it was like really empty, if that makes sense. Because a lot of cars you'll get empty, but it's not like empty, and in this case,
right,
it was actually empty. So
that's scary.
Thanks for asking me this. I'm actually just going to text you the list, and then I'll work on that during the break.
Sure.
10 best roads in the world. This is a rent-a-car magazine. It's Sixt.com is a rent-a-car magazine. They have a magazine dedicated just to car rentals?
Yeah, makes sense.
I guess there are a lot of magazines out there, aren't they? 10
Yeah.
best roads in the world. Scenic roads from around the world are feats of engineering that transport you across some of the most beautiful landscapes on the planet. So here we go. This is where you should be driving on your next road trip or your next go for a ride day.
1-0.
Lesevigen Road in Norway. Is it close?
Who's to say?
All right, maybe Siri will help me out. No, say it so every.
Lesevigen.
Yeah, crushed it probably. With a giant fjord, scenery, an intense stretch, 27 hairpin curves. This road in Norway is the top of the bucket list. You're above 3,100 feet over sea level and driving through the clouds. It says mountain lakes, many viewpoints that you can pull over and just take in the scenery. Listen, when I had my Camaro, there was a road that goes from western central Oregon to the Oregon coast. It's supposed to take about 65 minutes to drive. When I had my Camaro, I could make it in 45 because of the wide wheelbase. You could take corners at a lot faster than you would in a lot of other cars. That's why if I had a car like that again, I would totally be up for a trip on a 27 hairpin curves. Like, that'd be a blast.
In Norway?
Well, yeah, I mean, come on. Who doesn't love a good fjord?
I thought it was a 50-50 whether or not you would mispronounce fjord.
No. Name one word I've ever mispronounced in my life.
Uh-huh. Number 9, the Leh Manali Highway in India. The infamous highway passes through the majestic Himalaya mountain range. Be aware that this route is 298 miles long and goes through mountain passes that are so high you can get altitude sickness. Tourists flock here in the summer when the weather is more forgiving. And if you're planning to visit, you'll be happy to know the road condition has been improved in recent years.
That's good, because I wasn't going to do it until they improved that road conditions, and thankfully they have. So I can now take that trip. This is the one that Chris referenced earlier, Pacific Coast Highway. So this is 101. It goes all the way up, I believe, from the U.S.-Canadian border, or goes all the way from there down to the U.S.-Mexico border, if I'm not mistaken. Right? Because I know it goes from all the way...
In some way, shape, or form. It's not always PCH, but yeah.
Okay. Because I know that it's all along the entire Oregon coast. And then if it gets all the way down to Chris, I mean, maybe that's how we'll get there for the Kiki
Take the
Super
scenic
Phonic
route?
honeymoon event. Yeah, we'll just drive the coast. All American Roads winds 128 miles. Rugged California coastline. Oh, so this is only referencing the California part.
Yeah.
Psh, fine. Sixt.com. You'll never understand what it's like to go past Bandon Dunes or see Lincoln City, Oregon, and the Big Haystack Rock. So whatever. I'm not even going to justify this with more conversation. If you want to go to California and want to go on their 101, then fine. And we'll see you some other time.
7.
Angry.
Wow.
Offended.
Number 7 is Amalfi Drive in Italy. A drive along the Amalfi Coast in Italy will transport you through a heady mix of glamorous coastal towns, expansive views over the turquoise sea, plunging cliffs, and pastel-colored hillside villages. The Amalfi Coast is a UNESCO World Heritage Site for its outstanding Mediterranean scenery, and a coastal trip is one of the best ways to experience it. Sounds beautiful.
6.
All right, buckle in. Here we go. It's going to be a ride. Transfăgărășan Highway in Romania.
That went better than I thought it was going to.
Oh my
honestly.
gosh, look at this thing. There's way too many letters.
That's a lot of letters.
Man, you scared me, Siri. Holy cow, you were really loud there. Anyway, this takes you through the Făgăraș Mountains, which, again, 6,500 feet, some of the highest points in Romania. And, see, that's what's fun. When you take mountain roads, there's one thing that my wife hates about mountain roads, and that's when and we drive on the right side of the road, so keep that in mind. When you're the passenger then, and you're on the edge, there's a guardrail a lot of these places, but you're just overlooking, basically thousands of feet of a straight drop if you were to drive off the road. So she does not like that. It absolutely terrifies her. But then I can't get any further to the left because otherwise, other cars. So she doesn't like this drive. She wouldn't want to go to Romania and look at 56 miles of steep vistas and hairpin bends. So I'll go by myself next time I'm in Romania.
5.
Next time you're in Romania, yeah.
Tuesday.
Number 5 is Route 1 in Iceland. This unique scenic road takes you in a circular route around Iceland, passing most of the island's most iconic natural sights. At 824 miles, it's not a short day trip, but there are just too many extraordinary experiences along the way to rush. Do you want to take a round trip around Iceland?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yeah, absolutely. Listen, Iceland can't be any bigger than Pennsylvania.
Big Island on Hawaii
and
or
Ohio? Just trying to combine some things here. Iceland's not very big, right?
It's probably bigger than the Big Island on Hawaii.
Okay.
4.
First one, I think, from South America. We're going to Argentina for Ruta 40. Longest and most impressive scenic drive in the world, according to this website, Sixt.com. 3,000 miles alongside the Andes. I mean, come on. Like, how fun would that be? 16,600 feet. It breaks the world record for the highest national road. I'm on board.
3.
Altitude has to be pretty high up there, too, I feel
Bring
like.
your oxygen tank.
Number 3 is the Karakoram Highway in Pakistan. This route crosses the Kunjarab Pass at a whopping 15,748 feet above sea level. Oh, there's some altitude for you. A famous part of the Silk Road, the highway was once precarious for travelers, but has now been modernized with a new roadway. This is a 810-mile long drive.
It's a little ways. Little ways.
Yeah.
It'll be fun.
2.
Milford Road in New Zealand. Now, New Zealand's not very big as a country either. So this one's 80 miles. Milford Road, easy drive, takes you through some of the scenic lands and national parks. The fjords of the region are one of the most revered tourist destinations in the world, with one writer calling it, quote, the 8th wonder of the world. There's a picture on this one, actually. We'll share the link here in a second. It does look beautiful.
1.
It does. Number 1, Chapman's Peak Drive in South Africa. This extraordinary trip takes you on a circular route around South Africa's breathtaking southern peninsula. Start at Hout Bay, south of Cape Town, climb to Chapman's Peak, and finish in Noordhoek. Chapman's Peak Drive itself is only 7 miles long and winds tightly along a rugged coastline, giving you stunning views over the Atlantic Ocean.
And there you go. Sixt.com, the expert in all things best roads in America. 10 best roads in the world that you can drive to, and roads you can drive on. And they're fun, but kind of scary, but mostly fun. Just make sure you get gas before you take off. This is something like if I could just wave a magic wand and be able to do this instantly, I would take a list like this and I would just go do it. Like, that would be super fun to like have that kind of adventure. And maybe you'd not go in sequential order, right? Because it's better to, chart your flights a little bit better.
Right.
But that would be fun. Could you imagine getting to go South Africa and to New Zealand, and Pakistan, and Argentina all in like one fell swoop? That'd be a blast.
That would be something for sure.
All right, I got 7:38 West Coast time. My school decided not to take a group of 16 to 18-year-olds to ski in Europe in January of 2020 for the reason that we would all get hammered. Instead, we all went to Vermont and New York. That's from Aura. Wow. Lucas Michael did say, by the way, Sixt.com and Mike's extensive research, the website is the preeminent authority on road trips. So if you were worried about that, we have confirmation.
Oh, wow.
I'm also told by Aura that equally Germans 16 to 17 have to stop drinking when they start flying internationally. And Super said going to Germany when I was 16 was wild. Oh, that's true, because Superphonic reminded us, yeah, you can fly once you hit international waters, but the moment you get to the U.S., you have to stop.
Yeah. You mean drink.
Yes, correct. You also should stop because, the plane needs to refuel or something.
Yeah.
Remember when Fall Guys was supposed to be crossplay on Switch and on Switch by 2021? Is that not looking like it's happening?
No, it's not looking like it's happening. But they are finally going to be able to add cross-play parties. Your party of 4, your standard party. That's not a thing currently, and it's going to be a thing halfway through or midway through Season 6, which is forthcoming.
Allegedly.
Oh, because they're starting to use Epic integration. You'll use an Epic account to log in, so there won't be any more randomized names either. So famous streaming royalty will be no more. Just be Chris MG.
I heard rumors that you got a whole bunch of crowns for us yesterday.
I got 2.
Thank you for doing that.
Yeah.
What's
You're
our
welcome.
crown total now?
215.
That's a lot.
2, 1, 5.
Thanks, Bob.
Wow. Bob's on it this morning.
You're welcome.
My favorite road trip was either 1 or 2. 1 is Eastern Australia, a few days in Sydney. Flew to and had a few days in Brisbane. Flew to and had a few days in North Queensland. And then flew and had a few days in Hong Kong, according to Aura. That's not bad. Also,
That sounds
Aura
pretty great, yeah.
went southern states of the U.S., few days in Houston, New Orleans, Montgomery, Atlanta, Hot Springs, and Memphis. We also visited some places like the Avery Islands and Pensacola Beach. Wow.
Aura has seen more of the U.S. than I have.
How many states have you been to? Do you know?
I've never done a tally. California, Arizona, Nevada, Oregon, Washington, Hawaii, New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania. Florida. 10 at least.
Wow. Caleb said you were close, Hefty. Per Wikipedia, Iceland has an area of 102, I'm just going to round, 103,000 square kilometers. Pennsylvania, 119 square kilometers. Ohio, 116 square kilometers. If we were trying to get the closest comparison, I should have went with Kentucky at 105,000 square kilometers.
Oh,
That's not bad for shooting in the dark, though.
pretty good.
You went to Niagara Falls and Toronto and Man, Aura, can we go with
Aura's
you?
been everywhere.
That's nuts. Aura said
Yeah.
I've been to 17 states. See, I would have guessed more already. I've been to 46, and most of those are actual stops in the state. I used to count only airport stops, which accounted for at least like 3 or 4 of them. But now I've been to those since. So if I can get to Alaska, Oklahoma, New Mexico, and South Dakota, we'll complete the 50. And then I'll
Wow.
start. Then I'll go overseas. I've been waiting to, although I've been to Venezuela. All right, 7:42 West Coast time. Thank you for being here. We'll tell you a story coming up in just a little bit. That story will pertain to cash that was scattered all across the freeway, and now we have to get it all back to Chris M.E. because Chris was out there last night just spreading cash everywhere.
Yeah, as one does.
Especially when you have Chris M.E. money. Am I right? You just start putting it on the freeway just for funsies.
It's not a thing.
We'll have that. It is National Stop the Violence Day, National Cranberry Relish Day, and Love Your Freckles Day.
Very relish.
Yeah, love your freckles. Today. Only today, though. Not any other day. Just today. We are on the heels of Kiki Cup. We are going to give away 2,000 Apex coins coming up on Wednesday's Gaming Morning Show. If you are a Patreon subscriber, you do get entries into that. If you have not followed us on all 3 platforms for this contest, if you do that between now and Tuesday, the end of the day, you are entered into the drawing. Go to Facebook Gaming, Twitch, and on YouTube. And if you follow/subscribe to any of those places, you do get entries into it. Plus, all Patreon subscribers get a bonus entry as well. We'll see what happens tomorrow. 2,000 Apex coins. Not tomorrow, but Wednesday at 8:40 a.m. Pacific time on Gaming Morning Show. We didn't close the loop on this jumper thing because it happened when I
We didn't.
screwed up the score. But you had a Home Alone jumper. My question for you: did you find that specifically for Kiki Cup, or had you had that?
Target has a decent selection of novelty sweaters, and I just went for the one that spoke to me, and it was Home Alone.
Now, was it Home Alone, or was it Home Alone Alone Again, or whatever the new one on Disney Plus is?
No, that was definitely Home Alone.
Gosh, I can't believe they've made another one.
It was Kevin McAllister. I was tempted to try to watch that movie last night. And then I was like, no, I don't want to watch this strange remake thing.
Oh, you were gonna watch the new one.
The new one, yeah.
Yeah, the person who plays like the Strange Life of Kimmy something, right? Isn't she one of the burglars in this new one?
She is, but they sort of flipped the script where you're meant to associate with the burglars and not the kid.
Interesting. Maybe that's because we didn't need a remake. I don't know. I'm being cynical. Spoiler tease. True. Brendan says, I've also been tempted by a Home Alone Christmas sweater that says, keep the change, you filthy animal. Wait a second. Isn't that the one you have?
It does. It does say that.
So, Chris is going to send you, Brendan, a signed...
No, it says Merry Christmas, you filthy animal.
Oh, okay.
That's it.
Never mind. Chris is no longer going to send you a signed copy of his Christmas jumper.
I only have the one copy, though, so kind of got to last me the Christmas season.
Well, apparently I have to keep the one that I got temporarily.
Oh.
I wasn't going to. I was going to return it, but everyone was so
Why
happy
would you
with
return the one with the drink pouch?
Well, because I have another cool one that's coming, and I'm excited about it.
I mean, I get that, but, like, the utility...
That's true. Someone, Chrissy Icky's husband, volunteered to be my Joey, and I'll carry him around in my pouch. So. Listen,
I was like Joey Lawrence. Whoa.
Oh, I forgot about that as a catchphrase. That's funny.
Whoa.
I'm gonna not remove the sticker though. That's the only problem is if I keep this jumper,
Yeah.
I have a sticker in the top left that says, "Put your drink in my pouch." I mean, come on. That's the best. That's the easiest way to get beverages whilst at Christmas parties. Then.
Oh, smart.
Good morning to you, Lady Kate. It's good to see you. Hope your weekend was swell.
Good moron.
Down says, "Put your drink in my mouth." That can be the progression. They'll show up to me. They'll put the drink in the pouch, and then I can take it out of the pouch and put it in your mouth.
Don't put stuff in people's mouths without consent.
Yes, please. Yes, please offer, but only if they agree. Get in there. Nice.
Wow, our teammates cracked. Holy moly. That was 1v3.
And not an AI, so that's a win.
Yeah.
Lady K didn't have the best of weekends. I hope you feel better coming up to the beginning of this week and heading into Thanksgiving. Although I don't believe what I learned from Downs' stream, that there's not a Thanksgiving holiday. Yeah, in the UK.
There is not.
So we will eat for you, UK gang.
Although Kopia got to celebrate yesterday on the TSL Thanksgiving feast stream.
Which I was about to segue into, because I just remember that. When I got there, you were talking about MySpace.
As one does.
As one does. How was it? It was an event from the Streamers Lighthouse, and was that the debut stream on the Twitch channel?
It was. It absolutely was. It was a lot of fun. It was nice to just stream a little get-together and talk about things and talk about us being thankful for this kind of online community that we have all come together to form.
Now, I do need to know, was Austin Attacks Potatoes as good as advertised?
Oh, no.
Because
I
Austin
did not.
was very excited about the potatoes. So
I didn't. She doesn't have a potato recipe in the cookbook. But she seemed to enjoy them.
what were some of the recipes that made the cookbook?
She has her vegan gravy recipe, which is clinically acclaimed.
Clinically acclaimed.
Clinically acclaimed.
Yes, Bob. We already said that.
We have 2 different mac and cheese recipes in there. One of them being mine.
So do you have mac and cheese on Thanksgiving?
Sometimes, yeah. It's not necessarily a Thanksgiving thing, but I'm making it this Thanksgiving because we're gonna have a lot of people, and there are gonna be a lot of kids. It's a kid pleaser.
Kids do like mac and cheese. That's true.
It's a universal truth.
Down says something about sandwiches.
There is a surprise page in the cookbook that is dedicated to Copia's sandwiches, not just any sandwich.
Oh no, there's a peanut butter and cheese sandwich in the cookbook. It's a surprise.
It's a surprise. Hey, we won.
Had a lot of appearances by Spoiler Tease.
Spoiler tease! You know, Socrates' brother. Kind of a jerk.
Yeah, Spoiler Tease doesn't get as much, credit as Socrates, but yeah. I have mac and cheese now, according to Aura. Lady K says pass on the mac and cheese. I dislike the texture. Downs is, however, giving us open consent to pour the drinks in Downs' mouth. So, if you were wondering, we are approved.
Delicious.
All right, it is time for sports at 7:51.
Sports.
10:51 East Coast, and is now 3:51 for those watching in the UK. Yesterday, your Philadelphia Eagles victorious over the New Orleans Saints 40-29. So now the Eagles 40-29 win makes them 5-6 on the year. Fly, Eagles, fly on the road to victory. Never seen someone have so much luck with a football team winning and being so mad about it as Lucas might go.
Oh boy.
I think some of the Mets problems that Mike's experienced is rubbing off on this football season. Like Mike's just waiting for the bad thing to happen. So Arizona 9-2 now, a 23-13 win over the Seahawks on the road. Chargers won on Sunday night. It was a wild game. Beat Pittsburgh 41-37. Raiders lost at home to Cincinnati. Miami over the Jets on the road. Minnesota gets a walk-off field goal 34-31 win over Green Bay. Third loss for the Packers. Cleveland, a 13-10 win over the Detroit Lions. Lions remain winless at 0-9-1. Jacksonville destroyed by the Niners 30-10 in Jacksonville. Baltimore, late score, makes it 16-13 win on the road at Chicago. Washington spoiled Cam Newton's home return 27-21 over Carolina. Indianapolis dismantled Buffalo in Buffalo 41-15. And Houston wins for the second time, a surprise win, upset on the road at Tennessee 22-13. That's your NFL scoreboard. Do you have an NFL team?
Not really.
Okay.
Having grown up in LA when they didn't have any NFL, I just never got attached. I was too young when the Raiders left and the Rams left. But if we can talk about college football for a second.
Sure, absolutely.
Cal beat Stanford in the big game 41-11, and this was after dealing with a literal COVID outbreak. More than 100 people associated with the team tested positive, but have since they came back and destroyed Stanford.
Was the band on the field?
No.
Okay, the band did not make the field. Got it.
No.
Your Seattle Kraken, a 5-2 win over Washington. This is significant because the first people that I actually know went to this game and have told me that the seats that I got for them are very, very good. And so when I try to get my season tickets for the Kraken, I'm going to try to get those seats. So that's all I want to do.
Nice.
Your Calgary Flames, a 4-0 win over Boston. Flames scored like 4 seconds into that game. They have the most shutouts, I believe, in the NHL this season. And they used their backup goaltender, which was awesome yesterday. So 11-3-5. Yeah, dominating fashion. Your Los Angeles Kings lost in overtime to the Arizona Coyotes 2-1.
Kings are not a great team, but they did have a big winning streak, so that's why they've garnered some attention, but the Kings are still rebuilding.
At the Crypto.com Center. Tied in points, but lose the tiebreaker to the Predators for the final wild card spot. But keep in mind, we're still very early in the season. Chrissy Icky was here. I got to hang out with Chrissy and meet Chrissy for the first time over the weekend. It was an absolute blast. I'm still buzzing from the experience. It was so much fun. But Chrissy does not want to talk about the Oregon Ducks, so we will definitely not tell you about Oregon's 38-7 road loss to the Utah Utes, which both secured the Pac-12 South Championship for Utah, but also pretty much eliminated the Pac-12 from any chance of making the college football playoff. We'll definitely not talk about that, because that definitely didn't happen on Saturday.
Yeah.
Sadness. Man, I tell you what, I saw somebody on Twitter post that apparently this is the week that Oregon has slipped up in many, many chances to make a national title run. It always seems to happen this particular weekend before, like, the Civil War. So that's their game against Oregon State. So Any other sports that caught your eye?
I think UCLA also beat USC, so all the good guys won this weekend.
Oof, sorry, Sean. Not even here to defend himself. Sean, we got in the car to go meet Chrissy, and Sean told me about a play that happened. He was like, yeah, it was a pass interference call that I thought was complete crap. I was like, if we lose this game in a tight one, it's going to be because of that play. And then it turned out it wasn't a tight game, so he wasn't too upset about it anymore. There were more missteps, more missteps along the way. So
Right.
Florida Gators fired Coach Dan Mullen. That happened. Sacramento Kings in the NBA fired Luke Walton. They started 6-11 on the year. Seiya Suzuki will be posted by his Japanese club and will be available for bidding by the 30 Major League Baseball teams, according to the Associated Press. MLB told its teams on Sunday that the posting will start Monday morning and run through 5 p.m. on December 22nd. The 27-year-old, who won the Home Run Derby for Japan back in 2019, is hitting .319 with 38 homers and 88 RBI this season. He won the 2019 Central League batting title. He's a 4-time All-Star and a 3-time Gold Glove winner.
Pretty exciting.
Go to the Mets.
I hadn't heard about him.
Go to the Mets. Make Mike
Throw
happy.
Maiko a bone.
High stakes, toughest opponent. Jin Young Koo delivered a performance that was close to perfect to win the richest prize in women's golf and overtake Nelly Korda for the LPGA Player of the Year, according to the Associated Press. A 25 birdie putt, never look back CME Group Tour Championship winner. Shot 30 on the front nine and closed with a low round 9 under 63. That's your golf news. It's for you, Caleb. It's for you. All right, and that is your sports.
Sports.
I swear that was me saying sports. That was weird. I thought I hit a button. It's very much sounded like me. All right, next hour we'll play community games. By request, Chris would like to play Google Feud, so we'll do that next hour. That's exciting. Also, Gaming Morning Show, Morning Gaming News, and the clip of the day takeaways that were pretty okay. Listen, every time you get on the show, I'm just like, we don't have to play Google Feud, and you're like, no, adamant. We must.
Yeah, those words came out of my mouth maybe once.
I mean, after all, you are the mayor of the internet, so whatever you need, we comply with. So, thanks for being here.
More like, I was gonna say it was more like, I'll indulge you.
No, it sounds completely different when we talk offline.
I'm sure. Yeah.
All right, we'll come back Monday, November 22nd, 2021. More Gaming Morning Show in just a moment.
All right, let's gather round to read the Moose book. There was a mooster in Worcester. There's a moose loose about the hoose. Shake it loose in your hoose, that moose. I would call it a truce with the moose, maybe spruce up the hoose. Dr. Seuss writing about the hoose in which the moose shook loose an overused spruce. The moose that encountered a truck's caboose is the moose named Bruce. I'm loose, said the moose, Bruce, as he threw up a deuce. Fun fact, Bruce the moose actually starred in Footloose. Snitches get stitches like mooses get looses. Obtuse rubber goose, green moose, guava juices. Goose and moose called a truce over being loose around Bruce. A moose nuisance is a moosance. You better write about the moose, no excuse. You're welcome.
I feel the rush every little bit. Never want to quit. I'm feeling it. This haziness is elevated. Vision is blurry. Feel and dizzy. You elevate me.
Oh yeah! Does anyone have my Dr. Squatch soap? Coming up on Gaming Morning Show. Community Games and GMS Morning Gaming Renews. Get ready for your takeaways that were pretty okay. GMS Morning Gaming Renews. No. And the clip of the day. Join our Discord and become a Patreon. Go to gms.watch and click on where to find GMS. Time for hour number 3, right now.
Morning, gamer. Gaming Morning Show continues. It is Monday, November 22nd, 2021. Thank you for being here. Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, GamingMorningShow.tv. That is Chris M. Yee, the mayor of the internet, riding shotgun with us on this Go for a Ride day. What is your favorite drive you have ever taken? We've heard stories today. Oh my. Everyone has a tale of a great drive that they've gone on from sea to shining sea, and then we got into airplanes and drinking. So, you know, as one does. Makes sense. Makes sense. This is a lot of fun to have everyone along with us. When Mike can't be here, Chris fills in wholeheartedly.
Mike, we would certainly appreciate it if you unmute your microphone. Thank you in advance. Mike, unmute your microphone.
Oh,
Mike, unmute your microphone.
You're good. Name one time that Chris Emmy's ever been muted.
yeah. Name one.
Just one time. Just one time. It's, you know what's funny? I am assuming when you do your show based on your setup, you can't hear yourself, can you?
Nope.
And that's the thing. That going back to the radio days, all I can ever think about is like, I don't know what it's like to not hear myself when I'm talking, right? And part of the benefit of doing it that way, though, is you always know when you're muted because you can't hear yourself. So that's
Right.
good. That's good. Kate Zaid is here. Good morning to you, Kate Zaid. I was wondering,
Good morning.
remember when Chris was muted for half his stream? No, I don't remember that at all. It's never happened once.
Yeah, couldn't be right.
Lies, Kate Zaid. Lies. Big lies. But it is a good time.
Hello to the Final Hour crew.
Final Hour crew is here.
Hello, FHC.
The ambassador to the Final Hour crew, one of them, I should say, mayor of the internet, Chris M.E. is here, not in the shower, as far as I can tell.
Nope.
We've seen Hey It's Brendan _TTV, other ambassador to the Final Hour crew. Chrissy Icky is hanging out with us this morning. Look, it's Myko. Had to leave the show, but is in chat. Makita here
Hello, FHC.
for the Final Hour crew. It is good to see you. Downs had the audacity, Chris, to say no one likes Google Feud.
He's incorrect. You like it.
That's true. definition, not no one. K-Lop
Right,
is
not
here
no one.
this morning. The Aura 81's had some good stories this morning. Lady K hanging out with us to start the week as well. Superphonic's been here. We've seen Kiki Low. Whole bunch of great folks hanging out with us this morning on this edition of Gaming Morning Show. Coming up, Chris tells us about the story where he spread a whole bunch of free money on the Southern California freeways.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Something like that.
It happened just the way Ryan said it.
Also, seed scattering drones are helping to replant forests. We'll tell you where that's happening and more information. No confirmation whether or not they're dropping off Amazon packages as well. So, Superphonic's apparently not feeling very well either.
Oh, no.
Well, thank you for stepping up and doing all the math during the Kiki Cup. So, appreciate you doing that.
Very fast maths.
Lady K, I have liver and gravy with mashed potatoes, roasted carrots, and parsnips as well.
What's for breakfast?
Thank you for following the rules. Appreciate you coming back with what you're eating today. So that's exciting. Yeah, have to rest up because this Saturday, it's the Superphonic Super Gig, the return to streaming.
The return.
It's gonna be fun. And then on Sunday is Maiko's Movember 12-hour stream as well. So we have a whole bunch of stuff to get to coming up this weekend. It's going to be a lot of fun. Overall, you had a good weekend, you said, though?
Absolutely. Kiki Cup is one of the, if not the best thing I've done on Twitch. And then the Thanksgiving stream was just so nice to share some togetherness with people. You know, because Thursday I'll be with my family. So it was nice to do a little Friendsgiving sort of thing.
And share stories, share what you're thankful for, which is really cool. And there's a cookbook that's coming out as well. Emma's a
in the Streamer's Lighthouse.
Hello, FHC.
Good morning to you,
Hi,
Emma.
Emma.
It's good to see you.
Oh.
Emma's stream schedule for this week is out. Art on Saturdays, of course, with Emma.
I don't know if you saw Emma's Scar from Lion King body art, but it is incredible.
Be prepared for the art of a lifetime. Be prepared for sensational streams. Emma the Sink is streaming.
Ryan, did you see how I moved out of the way for the ball there? And
see, if
allowed
you're
our
not
teammate to score?
blocking your own teammates, are you really playing Rocket League?
Debatable.
Superphonics, it's really hampered my prep, but I've been practicing the piano. So, okay. All right.
Oh.
I'm happy your fingers are still working. We are doing pretty
Illness
okay.
Did not take his fingers.
Emma is the Sink. Today is Go for a Ride Day. And so look at Maiko confirming that the recipes are in fact very good.
I have a very simple recipe in there for cheesy mashed potatoes. Absolutely semi-homemade. Most of the stuff, is canned goods. Very easy.
Brendan says, Chris is going to give you grief for that goal all day. As he should. I completely screwed up that whole game. That's right. The good news is a couple of things happened today. First off, I ruined the momentum for a game, but gameplay doesn't matter on Gaming Morning Show, so that's exciting.
Right, not guaranteed.
But also,
no! I just scored into our goal.
Ignore that. That didn't happen. Let's take it from the top. Don't watch this. Everyone close their eyes really quick. Okay, ready?
I was trying to send it into the corner and hit the wrong touch.
You put it right in the exact center of the goal, so really that shouldn't count. So, but we also have one of our first viewers who came over to the show after beating us in Rocket League.
Really?
Yes. So that's the first time that's happened in, I think, ever. I never think it has.
Oh, there it goes.
Nice.
Made up for it.
Lady K, if I'm having beef, I put mustard in the mash. If lamb, I add balsamic vinegar into the mash. Sauces are delicious. So good. Yum, yum, yum.
Gravy is a sauce. Sauces aren't dressings, and marinades are early to the party.
There's a person I follow on Instagram who does a whole bunch of meat-related content. Usually a lot of dry aged, like
content.
27 days in the fridge with cheesecloth and marinating all this stuff. But then one of the weird things that they do is they have these reels, and they'll switch out the primary contents, and then do back-to-back reels, and it's really bizarre. It's hard to explain, so I'll try to link it in our Discord. But
Yeah,
for
I'm
example,
fascinated now.
they grilled 3 heirloom tomatoes, and then wrapped that up the same way you would wrap up a beef Wellington, and then of course did a beef Wellington as well. And the tomato one actually looked really good. So,
Tomato Wellington.
yeah, tomato Wellington. Tomato Wellington was my father. So. There was a joke that was there when you said cheesy mashed potatoes. I was trying to find a way to make a cheesy joke,
Oh.
and I think I just found it. So, Emma is a sink. My favorite drive I've taken was to Neist Point in the Isle of Skye. It was a single track road. It was so scary, but so fun and beautiful. That's awesome.
Oh.
A lot of the top 10 lists that we had today that Mike found us from the ultimate road trip authority, Sixt.com.
Sixt.
Which is apparently a car rental blog.
With a
Anyway,
T.
yeah, Sixt. They had a whole bunch of those kind of drives where high elevation, hanging over mountain roads, but a lot of fun.
God, we haven't even been here. Oh.
And there's when I went to Venezuela, there's some sort of village in Venezuela that has like a German Oktoberfest type of feel. And that was one of those trips where I was on a bus and we were hanging over the edge of roads because you kind of go up a hillside to get to it. And I think I feel way more comfortable on those roads when I'm in control of the steering wheel as opposed to being a passenger. Yeah. But it was still fun. There's a similar place in central Washington, which is like Leavenworth or something. But it's got like that, like I said, that German village Oktoberfest type feel. Yeah, I remember that vividly. I spent about 3 weeks in Venezuela, so got to do a bunch of fun stuff. I guess the Margarita Islands was the place to visit too, but I never went there. So.
Oh.
If it's in the mash, it's no longer a sauce, right? That is true. That is true.
Yeah,
you incorporate
I think that's
it.
fair.
But then mustard always
It's a seasoning.
But mustard just infuses it, and then it tastes like mustard. Mustard lingers.
Maybe
like
she has
everything it's in.
Maybe Lady K has a light touch with the mustard.
True. Get in there. Cracked.
Hey, our teammate has scored at least a hat trick.
Chrissy Icky, Leavenworth is so beautiful during the holidays. There you go. Proof. Chrissy Icky says it's true. It must be true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was a good weekend.
Oh, I jumped over it.
The person from the backside of the blue team pushed me, and so I was all lined up, ready to go, and I got shoved. Smart play. Can't play the ball, play the person. Am I right? I know a lot about soccer.
Mm-hmm.
I believe the Timbers played this weekend. And when I root for the Timbers. So, yeah, Rocket League map arena. There's a lot of like fun maps or arenas in this game.
Mm-hmm.
This is the one with all the balloons.
Wait, so you're all current with Ted Lasso now?
Halfway through season number 2. I got to finish it.
Oh.
But yeah. Almost there. Because they're done with the season, right?
Yeah. Yeah, there's no new Ted Lasso at the moment.
Oh, we're halfway there. Lizard on a chair.
Diego?
on a chair.
Yeah.
Just follow Austin's route, and you'll become great at this game.
To drive around in circles and maybe hit your teammates sometimes.
A couple times. Emma is the sink said, I played a few times and I'm terrible at this game. Just takes a second. That's all. K-Laugh, sometimes you just gotta hit a dude. Listen, okay, I have a very punchable face. Okay? Oh, get in there. Chris at the buzzer.
Oh, no, I hit the post. Oh, not too late for an assist.
Oh, we lost. Well, we didn't lose. We won.
We did not.
But we lost that goal. I mean, that could have been 7.
That's
was
okay.
the magic number. So 7-second abs. All right, it's 8:18 West Coast time, 11:18 out on the East Coast, 4:18 for those watching GMS in the UK. Hello. Let's head over, Chris, if we could, to Southern California. That's where you live. And there's a freeway,
I do.
according to Dustin Jones of NPR, where a whole bunch of money got littered across it and it, quote, sent drivers into a frenzy. So the story reads.
I do believe that. I don't have the...
While Chris pulls that up, I will tell you I had sadness. One of my Starbucks cups cracked. And so now I am down to just 2.
Oh, alas.
Moment of silence.
All right, let's talk about this cache on the highway. Traffic came to a stop on California's Interstate 5 Friday morning after an armored car happened to spill cache across the freeway just north of San Diego. Several drivers and passengers jumped out of their vehicles to grab what they could, but the police want it all back. The armored car was traveling north along the I-5 in Carlsbad at about 9:15 a.m. when one of the doors unexpectedly swung open and bags of cash flew out. Cars parked on the shoulder and in the middle of the road as motorists and passengers raced to collect the bills. Mostly 1s and 20s littered across the ground, the San Diego Union Tribune reported. But the California Highway Patrol is warning those who seize the moment to turn the cash in. I highly suggest to anybody that picked up cash out here, it's not your cash, so turn it in immediately to the CHP office in Vista, CHP Sergeant Curtis Martin told reporters. 2 people were arrested at the scene for allegedly collecting what they could, and others turned in what they had collected, the Tribune reported. Videos across social media show plenty of people scooping up handfuls of cash along the freeway. Martin told reporters that those videos captured the faces and license plates during the event, and the CHP are working with the FBI to identify those who may not have turned the money in.
Kate Zaid says, this reading is better than the story. I did like the inflection on how you emphasize what Sergeant Curtis Martin said. Churn it in immediately. I did like that.
Thank you.
You're welcome. It did sound a little bit like you were doing the opening scene to Batman, according to Emma's Sync. I think that was a scene, right? Where like there was a
there was an armored car.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Kate's asking me, why is there water in my coffee cup? Well, that's a good question. All former coffee cups grow up to become water cups, and then these remain the coffee cups. So you can have both. Kate Zaid said 1s and 5s. Yeah, there's no way I could have grabbed enough to risk having the FBI after me.
Yeah, not really worth it.
I mean, if there was like a solid bag of cash, like it didn't explode and you could just grab the bag, then maybe. I don't imagine that they like take stock of serial numbers, right?
I don't know. They probably couldn't in this case. That would be pretty tough.
Hello to the Final Hour crew. Groggy or Die is here.
Hello, FHC.
A YouTube high five to Chris and Ryan. High five right back to you, Groggy or Die. Groggy is one of our Patreons celebrating a subiversary this week, so happy subiversary to you, Groggy. You can find more about our Patreon at patreon.com/GamingMorningShow. It's time for everyone's favorite community game. It's time for Google Feud. Woo! As requested by Chris and me. What we do with this is it's going to give us a search. Someone started to type, I broke my into Google. And there are 5 possible returned suggestions from Google, one of which is the number 1 answer. So, here are some of the choices for today. Chris will go first, then Chat will go, then I will go. And that's the order that we will adhere to for this episode of Google Poop, which is what Downs wants us to call it now. Ouch. Better game than you think.
Well, there it is. The first poop mention of the day. Mark it down.
Could it be Final Hour first poop mention?
Yeah, 22 after. Mike was only here for 1 hour, so.
Oh, yeah, that explains it.
Sorry, off brew.
All right, is it I broke my own heart, back, own water, back, gif, or leg? So not a lot of diversity among the choices here. You're pretty much dealing with heart, water, or back. Or leg.
Or
anyway,
leg.
Anyway, whatever. It's not important. Chris, what is your answer?
Let's go with back GIF because I think that's funny.
Everyone's looking for the gif of the broken back. That is number 5.
5. Incorrect.
All right, chat, it's your choice. So far, we have some choices like leg, according to Kate Zaid. Or, as we learned in the first hour from our new friend from Rocket League, Tim Hortons coming out with Bieber balls, which are donuts inspired by Justin Bieber. Bieber balls. We're going to go leg for Kate Zaid. That is the number 6 answer.
6. No.
Emma is a sink wants to go with water. We will see if we get back to that, because now I'm going to guess. Okay. I think my own water. I think if you're dealing with, due date upcoming, and it's like, man, I am so ready to have this baby. I need to break my own water. And that is number 4.
4.
Oh, boy.
Nope.
All right, the pressure's on you, Chris. Will you go with Emma is a sink? Oh, wait, no, I guess water. So are you going to go with Mike O's suggestion back, or are you going to go with heart?
There cannot be that many people who would Google, I broke my own heart, so we're going back.
Okay, I just want to tell you, before I click this button, that this is the reason nobody likes this game, is because you would think that nobody's Googling, I broke my own heart. Okay, just want to point that out. The answer from Chris M. Yee is back, correct?
Yeah.
That is the number 1 answer.
Correct. Yes.
Saved it.
Ding, ding, ding.
And you know what happens when you save Google Feud? You get to play another round, and that's what everyone's really looking forward to. So, Downs goes, if it's game over, are we done? Nope. I mean, yes, we would have been. Ooh, here we go. Number 1 autocomplete. Chat, you get to go first. Powdered. You just type in powdered into Google. That's it. Is the number 1 autocomplete suggestion donuts, sugar substitute, sugar icing, alcohol, or sugar?
Nose is not an option.
Anyway, chat, you get to go first. Donuts, sugar substitute, sugar icing, alcohol, or sugar. Groggy's all in for donuts. Mike O. Come on now. Come on.
Oh, boy.
Okay, we're going to go donuts from Groggy. That's number 9 answer.
9.
Oh.
Sorry. Michael Irvin's not on the board, or else I would totally go with that one. Mike. All right. I think people are Googling alcohol. And here's the other reason I want to do this, because if I'm wrong, Chris has the choice of sugar substitute, sugar icing, or sugar.
Oh, boy.
I was wrong.
0.
It was 10.
Incorrect.
So I went down.
Powdered alcohol was the thing.
I mean, listen, I didn't know powdered milk was a thing for the longest time. So you learn something new every day.
What?
For a long time. I'm not saying like I learned it yesterday.
You never...
No.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
My grandma baked, so I knew powdered milk was a thing.
Smart. Yeah. All right. Do you want sugar substitute, sugar icing, or sugar?
I think we're going to go simple. We're going to go powdered sugar.
People are looking for ways to make frosting. So
Mike just linked powdered alcohol.
that's the number 1 answer.
Yes.
Hey.
Ding, ding, ding.
Chris is cracked.
Correct.
All right. We have time for a couple more. Here we go.
Oh, good.
This one I get to go first on, then followed by Chris, and then you chat. I love my choices include wife, girlfriend shirt, pillow, boyfriend, or husband. There's 2 outliers here. There's pillow and girlfriend shirt. I think that many people are looking for a shirt that expresses the things that they can't say about their girlfriend. And so, in the absence of being able to formulate the words yourself, there's someone out there who makes a beautiful shirt that can express what you cannot yourself express. So I'm going to go with girlfriend shirt. And that is the number 1 answer.
1. Ding,
What?
ding, ding.
Must be a thing. Someone look it up.
K-Laugh. What's the I love my girlfriend shirt look like?
What's a girlfriend shirt?
That seems discordable, I believe.
Oh, it's a shirt that says "I love my girlfriend" on it.
Mike O in all caps. I hate this freaking game.
Oh boy.
Why? You have fun moments like that. I mean, the next closest answer was "I love my wife," which was number 5. So, Papa Paws is here with the final hour crew. It's good to see you, Papa. Good morning to you.
Hello, FHC.
Was "I love my GMS" not the top question? That's true. Let's get a "I love my GMS."
Oh yeah, come on.
I love.
Come on, internet.
I love my GMS. All right. I lied about my blank. This is the last one. Chris
Ooh.
gets to go first, followed by Chad, then me. I lied about my salary in an interview, boyfriend hitting me, education on my resume, employment history, or age.
I'm gonna say either education on my resume or age. So let's go with age because I feel like that's fairly common. And across job things, dating, I'm sure that's a big thing.
All right. Age is also what Papa thought, and that is the number one answer.
1.
Hey,
Correct.
Cracked. You're nuts, Chris. The good news, you got that in under the halfway mark, so we got to do one more. Didn't expect it to be
Wow.
that short. What an opportunity. What a great chance for us here, chat. And you get to go first on this one. It's never put a blank. Never put a blank. Question mark, where God? Wig on a dog. Wig on your dog. Fish in your car. Or sock in a toaster meaning. No, it's not never put a sock in a toaster, Mike. It's never put a sock in a toaster meaning. All right,
Where God.
wow, we have chat. We're gonna need more answers because you are all over the place so far. We have where God from Downs, wig on a dog from Brendan. I don't know if Mike was voting for the toaster. Papa Paws, fish in your car. We've had at least 4 of these chosen so far. Sometimes a wig on a dog is comedy, says Brendan.
True.
Fish in your car,
Wait.
says Earthling. Chrissy, this game continuously references my loss of faith in humanity.
Brendan, do you have a picture of Mochi in a wig?
We're going fish in your car. And that is number 8.
We are?
Yeah, we had Papa, Earthling, and Lady K all vote fish in a car.
Nope.
It's just my fish in a car. All right, I get to go next.
Emma's logic.
Again, I feel like the fun of this right now is to see what the hell the toaster thing means. And then that leaves you with 2 choices of a different type of wig on the dog. So
Oh boy.
let's do that. Sock in a toaster meaning is number 5.
5. Incorrect.
So your choices remain question mark where God, wig on a dog, or wig on your dog.
Going with wig on a dog.
That's number 9.
9.
Oh
Nope.
no.
So Chad, it's up to you. Do you want wig on your
on,
dog, or do you want question mark where God? Look, it's Mike O has an anecdote that you can read in chat if you would like to read. We already had our first poop mention of the day, so.
That's
Sorry,
bizarre.
off brew. Zesty.
Emma is a sink.
Emma wants to go.
Confident. Where God? And that is the number 1 answer.
Ding, ding, ding.
Emma.
Ding. You are a genius.
Thank you, Emma, for getting us to 25,000 points. Also, thank you, Emma, for taking this awesome game seriously, unlike most of our chats. Best game on the
What are you
internet.
talking about? Brendan's gonna seek out a dog-sized wig for Mochi.
Damn right. Let's go. Cracked. You can spend those 25,000 points wherever you want to today, chat. They are yours to use. So, Where God? Me God. I'm sure there's some worse meaning for that. I'm not gonna look it up. K-Laugh, don't even bother. You don't have to worry about it. We're just gonna move forward with our day. Good morning to you, Kajito. It is good to see you. Thank you for being here with the final hour crew.
Hello,
Gito.
FHC.
Since Kajito's here, we'll have Kajito sing us to clip of the day coming up a little bit later in the show. We will also ask you, what are your takeaway that was pretty okay? And then I think we might have a clip of the day because I haven't clipped very much this morning. So something will be good enough to make it to the end of the show. It's 8:32. We are asking everyone, what is your favorite drive you've ever taken? Today is apparently a Go for a Ride Day, according to daysoftheyear.com. November 22nd has seen various developments of the transportation industry since as early as 1904, making Go for a Ride Day a celebration of not only cars, but any mode of transportation that strikes your fancy. In 1904, a man named Matthias Fetischer, something like that, living in Philadelphia, was the first American to patent the Pioneer Direct electricity and interpole motor. I'll say that again.
Yeah.
First American to patent the Pioneer Direct electricity and interpole motor.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, naturally. So there you go. There's some tidbits about Go for a Ride Day. Listen, daysoftheyear.com earlier told us that for Go for a Ride Day, you can go for a walk, and that's fine.
Oh, great.
But by definition, that's not going for a ride. That's walking.
Maybe someone's piggybacking or...
They're still debating the whole sock and a toaster thing. K-Laugh said, and here I thought it was just some dude who didn't... Okay, K-Laugh. All right, listen, Chad. Okay. I know it's Monday. I know it's Thanksgiving week. Everyone might be getting off 2 days this week. Let's just kind of slow... We're using too much energy to start the week. I don't know if I can handle this. All right? Chill out. Just a little bit less. K-Laugh. All right, we're going to play another Rocket League game, and then we'll come back and have a story that'll take us to Croatia. Has to do with drones in Croatia. So that's on the way. Ooh, Brendan, thank you very much for saying that, because coming up on Thursday, we will have a gaming morning show, 6 to 9 a.m. Pacific time, as we do Monday through Friday at that time. And Austin Attack will be here. So
No way.
yeah. We get 2 Austin shows this week, I believe, because Austin's able to do Friday's show as well. So, oorah. Can't wait. Listen, I haven't been using my wireless controller to play this game for a while because I kept getting the DualShock battery is low, and I know people were getting frustrated. However, I took my PlayStation inside yesterday, and I didn't bring back out my wired controller, so I'm using my wireless one, and guess what? My battery is low. So,
Your battery is low.
Yep. Sorry, chat.
Are you?
Well, kind of. I know it keeps popping up, and then people get mad, and I don't want to make people mad. I like making people happy, Chris. Just like our clip of the day will hopefully make you happy.
Who, me?
Anyone. All of you.
Oh.
The royal you.
Oh, I see.
Nice. Flip possession. Harry Kain! Did the Timbers win, Mike? I got
Is this a new game we're
notifications.
playing?
Oh no! In sports, we didn't play everyone's favorite game. Did the Mets win? Did they?
Oh dear, we didn't play that game during the baseball off season. Correct.
Did they win though?
No. Do they ever seem like they're winning?
It was a travel day. Hey, they
Actually, the start of the last season, they actually were winning.
I know that was what really. This is why Mike's not excited about the Eagles, because he's off that Mets season where it was like, man, we're the best team in base. Oh, never mind.
Well,
It's a good run. Hey, they just hired their GM though, so get ready for some wild card berths. I'm gonna center this for you. Oh, nope, I lied. I missed. But had I hit it, though, it would have been a beautiful center. Okay, now I might actually
believe you.
center. I'll just score instead.
Yeah, just score. Yeah.
They helped me with it, but... this is Kiki Lowe's favorite Rocket League arena because there's so many clocks.
Oh.
Because
Oh,
Kiki's
she's
long...
such a Coldplay fan.
Yeah, exactly. He loves that song over any other song, I believe, is the quote.
Like that.
Mm-hmm. It's exactly right. If Kiki could go to any concert, it would be Coldplay, only if they play exclusively clocks.
The old stuff. Only the old stuff.
Right, Kiki Lowe? Oh, teleporting army. Good moron to you. It's good to see you. Long time no see.
Hello, FHC.
Final hour crew. Thank you for being here. Yeah, I like going on road trips. It's part of having grown up in Montana because everything is so spread out in Montana. That's the topic of the day, Army, if you didn't know. Go for a ride day. What's your favorite drive you've ever taken? But, like, we would do 10 hours, 12 hours round trip on a weekend just to get someplace else because Montana's just so big. And so I love going for drives. And even I was referencing this in the first hour. I was fortunate enough to have access to, like, four-wheelers growing up. And so when I'd have a bad day or something, sad would happen, I'd go kind of for four-wheeler drives and it'd kind of clear my head. So I think driving has always kind of been a therapeutic thing for me.
It's nice.
It is. And then I do advocate for the train. Like, if you ever have a chance to take a long train trip, it's fun. Sleeping in coach is less fun, but like a day trip or something can be pretty okay. So. Which I imagine, like, the LA to San Francisco, that's probably an overnight trip. Or you said San Diego.
Yeah, I could see that.
You said San Diego.
San Diego was a few hours.
Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah. Like 2 hours, maybe?
Teleporting, my favorite drive is probably the one where I got to ride over a dam. That's cool.
Ooh.
I've never been to, like, any of the, like, not milestone. I'm just trying to think, like, Hoover Dam is like a POI, like a dam of interest, a DOI.
A dam of interest? I've been to the Hoover Dam. I went on the dam tour.
Did you ask any dam questions?
I did ask several dam questions. My dad got in trouble with the dam tour guide because he stepped on the yellow line that we were told not to step on.
So he stepped on the dam line?
Yeah, he almost crossed the damn line.
Puns like that never get old.
We're the worst. Oh, jeez.
It was fun playing this game yesterday with my kids because we were
This game?
Yeah, we were in training mode so they could learn how to drive around. And so the whole time I was just setting them up for goals, but also, like, I'd be able to, like, fly around and do, like, I made one goal backwards because there's no opponent, so you just drove around training and you get to fly around. It was a lot of fun. Brendan said LA to San Francisco is like a 6-hour drive, probably more with traffic. I can't catch it. No.
Oh.
Teleporting said another one is all drives to see family. Yeah, we had a couple of those in the first hour from folks. Chrissy, my favorite ride was the bullet train from Paris to London. How fast did the bullet train go?
Oh. That's neat.
I'd like to go on a bullet train. That sounds like fun.
Japan?
Yeah, I mean, we're talking like 200 miles an hour, right?
Yeah.
Cracked. Even though I'm guessing you can't really tell because you're in it, you know.
Right. No, you certainly don't feel the wind in your face.
Open bullet train coming soon.
Oh, boy. Yeah, that sounds not fun. Well done, Jason.
AI? No.
No,
Not
real
AI?
human. No, based on the moves that Jason's making, it's like, nope, this is our friend, Jason.
Did they have moves like Jason? Moves
Oh, God.
like Jason.
I.
I've got the moves like Jason. Got the moves like Jason.
See, this is what you needed to have ready after I mentioned cheesy mashed potatoes.
I could have. I'll work on that next time.
Yeah, please.
All right, hold out. Almost there. Oh, almost there.
Hey.
Cracked. If Ryan and Chris had a podcast together, it would just be Chris groaning into the mic. No. Chris loves when I sing.
Uh-huh.
Wink.
Actually, I do quite enjoy that.
Aw, thanks, Chris. That is Chris.
I'm the
ME.
same.
I am Hefty Goof. It is 8:42 West Coast time. It is 11:42 out on East, and 4:42 for those watching GMS in the afternoon.
Doodaloo.
This is Gaming Morning Show. Thank you for being here. It's good to see Teleporting Army. As I mentioned, long time no see. We've had Emma as a sync for the second time in quite some time. And, of course, everybody who's able to tune in often. We are Monday through Friday, 6 to 9 a.m. Pacific time on Facebook, Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, GamingMorningShow.tv. Wednesday, 8:40 a.m. Pacific time, we will give away 2,000 Apex coins on the heels of Kiki Cup 4. Congratulations again to all the people who not only won prizes, but obviously participated in that great event. Over 30 teams registered, and it was a lot of fun. And you can check out Kiki Low streaming on Tuesday, the next stream for Kiki Low. Now a variety streamer, and no longer sharing Kiki's slow to pro gaming journey, except if she doesn't know the games that she's playing, then I guess then she's starting over again, so that's slow. But then I need to update Kiki's about.
This
so.
is, yeah.
Live edit on the fly.
Have you gotten to see any Crab Game?
I have seen more Crab Game, not on Kiki's stream, because yesterday was Sunday and I didn't watch too much. But I will in the future. Did you play?
I did after the Thanksgiving stream. It is a hoot.
Kiki's going to be more of a variety streamer now. Brendan, there you go. Thank you. Brendan just handed me my line. All you need to know is Kiki is great. That's what I was trying to say.
Absolutely.
All right, let's go over to Croatia, Chris ME. Reuters has a story about drones, and I think this actually makes a lot of sense if you think about it, because there are a lot of areas that get damaged by wildfires.
Yeah.
So how else could you be more efficient than using drones for certain tasks?
Right. And not spying into your windows in your bedroom or delivering packages to you. Seed scattering drones are crisscrossing Croatia's skies in an airborne attempt to replant remote forests damaged by fire, an initiative its backers aim to promote internationally. The tactic is not new, but the venture in Croatia disperses seeds in larger containers than seen elsewhere, the size of a golf ball, releasing ingredients to form a favorable microenvironment for a seed to take root, its creators say. Besides an acorn, we also put sand, grass, clay, and chili inside, said Goran Ladisic, one of the leaders of the Magic Forest company running the project. Importantly, we put chili because in this way, the wild animals, in the case of an oak, refers to wild boars, will not eat the seeds. Oh, interesting. It's to deter it from being eaten. Croatia's summer forest fires often happen in areas hard to reach on foot, so the airborne method makes sense, project leaders say. This week, Magic Forest dispersed the seed balls in the Promina municipality in the south of the country. We opted for this innovative method as we have had a lot of forest fires in our area, the last one in 2009, and what's growing now are just low bushes, said Tiomir Budanko, the mayor of the Promina municipality. The venture has been in development for more than 2 years. Ladisic said that in tests, more than 40% of the seeds dispersed managed to take root.
Mayor, you say?
Yeah, mayor of that municipality.
Did you have anything to do with this?
I did not. We are not sister cities with Promina.
No,
the internet.
No mayor to mayor consulting on that one.
There was not.
Okay. All right. Well, it was fun while it lasted. This mayor to mayor connection. So. You can find the mayor of the internet, Chris ME. That's the person on the left side of your screen. Streaming tonight, 6 p.m. Pacific time. Surprise guest for the Fall Guys stream. Do you have a plan for Wednesday yet?
I think I'm going to be streaming the remaster of the Ghostbusters video game on the heels of the release of the new movie Ghostbusters Afterlife, because I really enjoyed that, and I love Ghostbusters.
You said it was pretty good.
I enjoyed it. It's got a fundamental flaw in its plot, but I like what happens in the movie is still super enjoyable, and I think a worthy sequel in that trilogy. What's a trilogy now?
Not to bring this guy out again, but
Spoiler
you
tease.
didn't do anything there. You did a great job keeping everything very secret, very generic. I'm proud of you.
Thanks. Even the Home Alone thing is not really a spoiler. That is like the premise becomes apparent, I'm sure, very quickly in the movie.
I'm just saying, I don't think we've seen spoiler tease in one show as much as we have today. Even before you got here in the first hour, we had a bunch of spoiler tease. And then we broke what's in the TSL cookbook. I mean, man, just so many things.
That was a big spoiler. Come on.
Don't worry, we're deleting the VOD, so you don't have to worry about it.
Oh, okay.
Brendan, spread that seed, drones. It's the name of the company, actually. Yeah, spread that seed. We learned that Teleporting Army can drive or fly a drone. So there you go. Let's go for a ride day. Maybe we can ride on a drone someday.
There have to be a lot of drones.
Down says that game is scary, referring to the Ghostbusters game.
Downs was a little jumpy while playing it. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, Downs, you played this on your stream already?
On Halloween.
Nice.
Or just before Halloween.
When you returned to the 8 o'clock hour, you were muted, and then that segued into some muting on the pregame show. But Downs had maybe one of the best moments of the weekend, where Downs did his news report to open up his stream on Sunday, and then proceeded to leave us on the news report screen for 15 minutes whilst talking to himself and playing games. I haven't been to too many Downs streams. And what made me laugh is I was like, maybe this is just the thing that we do for 15 minutes. I wasn't even thinking about the fact that maybe Downs is on the wrong seat.
It's a very small brotherhood, Downs. You, me, and Mike.
Yeah. There you go. Shout out to Downs. I played 2 or 3 games in that time.
Of Apex he's talking about.
Downs, I don't think this is a traditional, but for the purposes of this show,
Billy Thundergun, Teammate of the Match Award.
it goes to you, Downs, for an outstanding show, not only in your comments, but then going to that news report on Saturday. I can't get it out of my brain. It is what I will show of the non-Apex related stuff from the Kiki Cup. That was it. It was something else, too. Oh my gosh.
We need it on YouTube or something.
That's true. That would be great. I really want to watch it, Lady K said about the new Ghostbusters movie. Makita, are the drones pigeons? The pigeons are the fertilizer.
Birds aren't real.
Makita. Oh, no. Are we doing that conspiracy? Birds are drones? Mm-hmm. Drones are birds? Einhorn is Finkel. Finkel is Einhorn.
Yeah, exactly.
Lucas Maiko is a little bit ahead of the game. We need your takeaways that were pretty okay, chat. What is something you learned from today's show? And then we're going to send you somewhere on Twitch. I'm going to let Chris find us somebody, if Chris has somebody, during Clip of the Day. Right now, though, Chris, I need your help. If you could read us the headlines of the day. It's time for the Gaming Morning Show Morning Gaming Re-News. This is a recap of all of the news that we shared in the first hour, straight from Sports.Gaming's Pancreas. If you missed any of it, please be sure to follow us on Twitter at WatchGMS, because we do share all of these headlines via the hashtag
GMS Morning Gaming News.
I knew there was a reason these headlines were so juicy. Rockstar is bringing back the original PC version of the GTA trilogy. They had upset some people with the re-release of this the trilogy, so this is them taking a step back on it. Battlefield 2040. Oh, that was according to John Carson of Game Informer. Battlefield 2042 becomes one of Steam's worst reviewed games, per Jared Moore of IGN. Battlefield, the launch was plagued with performance issues and game balance issues. It was a bit of a mess. Halo Infinite has gone gold, per John Carson of Game Informer. I opened up that story to see what going gold exactly means numbers-wise, and received no answer. So
this is what we learned, is apparently going gold means that it's ready to like that disc that is finalized will now get reproduced into all of the discs that get sold. I told Sports.Gaming that someone needed to fix that term long ago, because that sounds like it's a sales number, and it's not. It's just it's gold. It's ready to go. It's ready to ship. It's like, ugh, find something else.
That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it's dipped in.
But
wax.
yeah, they. Oh boy. On the Xbox's 20th anniversary, they released by surprise Halo Infinite's multiplayer, which has people pretty excited for it. Out today is Farming Simulator 22, because you need a annual installment of Farming Simulator, and that is for PS5, PS4, Xbox Series XS, Xbone, PC, and Mac. Do you not call the Xbox One Xbone?
Well, it's Xbone, and then the other one's the Xbox 360. Common terminology.
Right. Today's name of the morning is Before We Leave for Xbox Series X and S and the Xbone.
Like how you get closer to your mic when you say Xbone. Brendan said, I was like, ooh, breaking news. Oh, I guess it wasn't breaking. That's because we were left on the news report screen on Downs' stream for so long. It was very suspenseful. We couldn't wait to find out what we needed to learn. Lady K says, some bees are drones. If you know, you know. Oh. They're also all the spawns of Satan. They only re-released the original GTAs because the new trilogy is so buggy and fans are so mad, rip. That's true. That is. At least they did that, though, because they realized they screwed up, so they should have given
They had to do something, yeah.
And Downs asks, are there drones in Farm Sim? Naturally, they're spreading the seeds. Oh my gosh. All right, Kachito's going to take us to clip of the day. Chat, get ready for takeaways that were pretty okay, and if you have a recommendation, we'll go there. Otherwise, we'll find someone to raid if you're watching on Twitch.
Clip of the day, clip of the day, clip of the day, clip of the day. Here it is. It's the clip of the day.
Toot toot. This is going to be the clip of the day. Someone, not going to name any names, but their name is Hefty Goof, forgot to load the clip of the day. So it's now being loaded. So we get multiple clip of the day intros.
Seriously? Can't any of you do anything yourself? Like for real? I just have this tiny box. I never get shown in it anyway. Whatever. Fine, here it is. It's the clip of the day. Toot toot!
I don't know. That's how all of them end. And then the next time they're like, "Oh, what you missed his heart or his brain or whatever you missed."
Or it's his mom. Or brother.
His uncle's bananas phone.
But in
one of her earliest TV show appearances was a waitress on Columbo. That's kind of cool.
But in the trailer, I think Jamie Lee Curtis looks straight into the camera and says, this time I'm actually going to kill you.
Yeah, I think she said that last time too, actually.
Gotcha.
Spoiler tease!
I mean the other time she like dropped a
Socrates'
fiery
brother.
house on him.
Kind of a jerk.
So.
If the fiery house doesn't work, then what's going to work, right?
Have you tried vinegar?
I'm melting!
Gets out a lot of stains.
Actor
nuts.
Khalil Kain is
Bieber balls.
57th today. Was in the thriller film Juice as well as in the UPN sitcom Girlfriends. 57 today for Khalil. So there you go. In the Halloween movies, if all else fails, okay, just pour vinegar on Michael Myers.
Yeah, no problem.
I'm melting. I'm melting. What an odd
Yeah, that's
start
how
to
those
the show.
movies go.
Exactly. Chris, thank you. We're going to go over and say hi to Archie. It has been a while, actually, since we've rated Archie. Archie, fantastic streamer, on the way to partner for sure, playing first playthrough of Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy. So we'll ask you to please go over there if you're watching on Twitch and say good morning from GMS. All right, it's time for takeaways that were pretty okay. What is something you learned from today's show? And big thanks to Chris M.E. for joining us the final 2 hours today. What did you learn from today's show?
I learned that I am never likely to forget that time you saved a goal of mine that was about to go in.
It was a hell of a save, though.
It was.
Yeah. Teammate on teammate crime. Look, it's Maiko said, my real takeaway is that Tim Hortons is going to start selling Justin Bieber's balls. I can't remember what our new friend from Rocket League told us that they were going to be actually called, but we decided that it was just now going to be referred to as Bieber's balls. So next time you visit Tim Hortons, ask for an order of Bieber's balls.
Everyone's going to call him that. Come on, let's be honest.
However, today is also Hailey Bieber's birthday. So we did assume that it was Justin Bieber, but maybe this is a Hailey Bieber thing. So
yeah, could be.
Dallas is wondering, will they have Horton's holes? Horton here's a hole. I learned that the name of my band in high school used to be Spread the Seed. It's just homage to Croatia's seed-scattering drones.
Yeah, because they had drones when you were in high school.
Oh, they were. Yeah, I'm very young.
Yeah.
Available at Oobies Boobies. Mike. So good. Any other takeaways, chat? And then please say good morning to Archie. We will go over and say hello from GMS, and we will be back tomorrow. We have 5 shows this week. We are not taking Thanksgiving off, and we also will have a show on Wednesday to give away 2,000 Apex coins. Tonight, 6 p.m. Pacific time, please watch Chris M. Yee streaming Fall Guys with many, many surprise guests, including our own Mad Artisan, who made our GMS Puppet Pals. Thank you so much for doing that, Nate. Also, Kate Zade streaming later today at 3 p.m. Pacific time. Many others. Be sure to check our follow list and everyone else's for a streamer near you. For Chris, for Mike, for Austin, for Sean, I am Hefty Goof. Thanks for being here today. We'll see you again tomorrow for more Gaming Morning Show. Facebook Gaming, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, and at GamingMorningShow.tv.